update that you need to do. Who says that when strangers having connection issues? No fucking shit, cunt. All right, please work. Come on.
I'd suck heaps of dicks for $20 million.
But no one cares about your saggy tits and your fucking.
Is your name?
Box.
I want to beat her to death with her dead fetus.
We're not saying anything wrong. We're just saying that teachers fucking boys is hot.
Come in my ass.
We're not endorsing kid porn. We're just giving you an avenue to do it.
Always down.
I hate when they call us the pommies. You guys are the fucking prisoners. You're fucking rapists with a tan.
How can you watch this through with like just laugh? Is that actually period blood?
Yes.
That's a lot. You'd have to like. You'd have to like.
Abortion or some shit like what the
Well,
fuck?
no, should I
Amanda.
suck dick now? Should I take it up the arse?
Only white privilege I believe in is white woman privilege.
Yeah.
White male privilege doesn't exist. They work for their shit. They work for their shit.
I'm fucking leaving. You guys are sickos.
Don't be that misogynist.
You know who you're talking to here.
Listen here, bitch. Faggots, whores, penis. Come in your ass. Come in your mum's ass. Come in your dad's mouth.
Nothing beats a bottle of red wine and a fucking solid wank.
We're allowed to be hypocrites. That's the whole thing about
Yeah.
this. We are all hypocrites.
I like this. Stop fucking with my emotions. Pods on, pods off. Pods I don't even know if this is working. So if you can't hear us, let us know because we have no fucking idea.
7:30 p.m. start was because we've been here since 6 trying to get this fucking cunt working.
Yeah.
So you leave the studio and you think technical problems are bad in the studio.
Yeah.
And then you leave and it's like, here's some technical problems.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no one said anything yet, so that means we must be getting actual coming through.
I haven't ordered dinner.
Yeah, me neither. Gonna be fucking grumpy soon, eh?
You guys need to get some behind the scenes footage going.
Sure, I know you don't.
Can't
Can't hear Josh.
It's the most boring shit ever.
Why can't we hear Josh? Let's talk again, Josh.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's coming through.
Oh, fuck me. There's always something, eh? Of course, yeah, it's registered.
Can you? Yeah, it's registering. It's got me.
But you can hear everyone else.
Or the other. You can only hear one person.
Oh,
That's awesome.
dude, I
I can only hear me. Why is that? What a fucking nightmare. That shouldn't happen at all. It's coming. They're all coming through.
reckon it's restream, mate.
Nah, this can't be restreamed because
You know I was having problems. It's probably just held delayed or something.
nah, they said they can't hear it all. It's just me.
Registering in there.
So, yeah, but it's probably that it's something to do with the outs of the unit, I would say. Let me have a look.
Plug that room, Mikey.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Where's the
It's behind you.
It's behind me.
Yeah, mate.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, chuck that in. now. Like way too loud. I bet this is riveting to fucking listen to.
Dude,
Sorry about that.
I record with that channel. It's fucking.
Sitting with my dick in my hand, can't hear a thing. Yeah. This is fucked. This is why we need a little fucking a young boy for more than one reason, but mainly due to all the tech issues because they'll know what they're doing and be able to fix it.
How's that? That working?
I don't know.
That registering?
They can hear me.
Talk right? How's that? Is that working?
Is that in one? Input one?
Fuck it.
That's not doing shit. Like it's just coming through mine and that's it.
Turn them all up.
Turn them all up. Righto.
I can't remember. It's like 8, input 8. And
Nah, it's the. You want to put it in the first input? Put it in this one.
well, it doesn't matter. We need 3.
No, I think it does because I reckon some of the fucking inputs are fucked.
They are. Yeah.
So chuck it in
the,
there.
The one I have.
Which one? Who's this, Dre?
Oh, I don't know.
What's going on?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's dry. How's that? Does that work?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right,
Am
Josh
I-
is back on. Can you hear Josh?
Can you hear any?
uh,
Why? If it's registering there in there, the input's not fucked. Otherwise, it wouldn't be.
fuck the
registering.
Rogan pod. This shit is as professional as it gets. Yeah, well, you can thank fucking Normie for this one.
Yeah, it's Normie's fault.
We got a Josh. So we got 2. So it's your inputs in your rack that are fucked.
So they're all working.
No, that one won't be working probably.
Yeah, fucking hell, man.
I can't hear at all.
To turn it up.
I have. They are up. 06. Put it in 3. All right.
This is 3.
Yeah, that's better. Your other inputs are fucked. That's why.
Yeah, I know. But
Well, if you knew.
no, the input I had it plugged into, I was recording with that input like the other day, so it's not fucked. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
okay.
actually recording it.
All right. Well, now we're all good by the sounds of it.
Clown World.
Fuck yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they can kill us with 5G, but we can't plug the fucking red, white, and yellow.
Oh yeah, there you go. Your mic stand as well, Drew. It's
Oh yeah. I might as well use that.
yeah.
Well, this has fucking killed the fucking whole thing because it just pissed me off now.
Oh, no.
Like, fucking, I knew it was going to piss me off, but I didn't know. It was gonna
Dude, this
piss
is
me
what
off
this is
much.
what's so frustrating.
No one's getting me.
Oh
No, I was getting
really?
you.
I can just go to fucking bed.
Are you sure?
I could just go to bed. Do you know how many times we've thought that exact thing? I might just go to bed. Tap out, go to bed.
How do you know they're not getting you?
They just
Yeah, but that was before. That was earlier.
Yeah, they probably are now. If not, then fucking
Let us know if you can hear Dre. Someone in the comments. But yeah. So that was interesting. That was super exciting. I loved it.
Yeah, it was. But look, let's just start with a little game that I set up before, and I've got all the things. So you have to try and guess. I've wanted to do this one for a while, whether it's real or AI. Now I've got to remember the fucking numbers. 3, 2, and they're all mixed up. Awesome, that's fucking great. That's what I wanted.
Dude, there's something up with Restream, eh?
I don't know. All right, this one. What do you reckon? Real or AI? Josh, you should be able to pick these. You're the fucking guy that knows how to do this.
that's real.
Real?
Yeah.
Josh?
It's a bit far away for me to... Hang on. I feel like it's real. It's not symmetrical enough.
That dude's real.
It's not symmetrical
Well, his
enough.
hair's not symmetrical. Usually...
Oh.
Fucking ring. He's got a wrinkle over his left eye on this side.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so you're going with real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's AI.
Is it?
Yeah, it's AI, yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, so it's one of the ones you can actually do like your own. So you can sort of set up what kind of person you want. And then
That's not a real looking person.
well, it is, but like it's like a amalgamation of a lot of different AI generated features that you can sort of do yourself.
AI generated gingers.
AI's just like, nah, won't do a ginger. Sorry, I won't do it. I'm not doing it. I'll just self-destruct. All right, well that was the first one. Now I got to find the fucking second one. And they're all mixed up. Okay, this one. What do you reckon of this one? This one should be easy.
That's AI.
Nah, she's real.
The hair looks weird and the background.
Either way, you bang.
The background shouldn't having a background
Nah, look.
make it more real or not?
Faggots.
No, it's definitely not a faggot.
She's a whore. Whatever she is, she's a fucking whore.
So what do you reckon? It's real or not? Josh?
I don't know. My eyes aren't good enough to see from back here either.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's AI again.
Yeah, see, I thought it's because of the hair. That's what,
The
the
hair?
hair around the
I would have said
outside.
the fucking earrings because that earring shouldn't. I don't think you should be able to see it.
But see the hair around the outside, how it's kind of wispy and weird, and it blends. It looks like she's not a part of the background,
Yeah, okay.
which you can do with a camera. But
This,
yeah,
how about fucking this one? I got 10 of these. So
oh, she's AI.
She's AI as
The
fuck.
fingers.
Nah, she's real.
she's real or AI?
I'm gonna go real the whole way through this.
No, the
Tranny.
fing-
Well, I couldn't find an AI tranny. I looked, but they don't do it.
She's got like long fingers and shit.
She's-
AI would be too.
The fingers.
That shit, you know?
The fingers that look weird to me, but yeah, I don't know. I reckon she's AI.
Nah, she's real.
She's real.
She is real.
She's just got a fuck ton of makeup on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That-
and she kind of looks AI. That's why I chose it. Yeah, trying to fucking. I was trying to fuck you. Yeah. I was also.
Why'd
jerking
you
off to it.
fuck us over, you fucking dog?
All right. What about this one?
That's real. That guy's unless
That's
that's
real?
AI's version of a retard.
So he's been on the Crystal Heart.
It look.
Yeah. He is he's in the
Literally
Crystal Bikey gang. He's in the Hell's Crystal.
AI crackhead.
Yeah, Crystal Angels. Is that AI?
Nah. Oh, I don't know. I can't
I
remember
said
now.
real.
I don't know what to say. 4 is AI.
Oh, fuck off, Drew.
Fuck, you sucking at this, Joe. I thought you were the man with it. Fucking Drew's doing. I mean,
Yeah,
fucking
but you
Dre's doing
it's
better.
easier to tell when it's the whole body because there's things
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
fingers
okay.
and that they can't.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is way harder
All right. What about
because
this
you
guy?
also AI.
That dude's real as fuck. That dude's just so real.
That is the hottest. That's the hottest guy. And
I've seen that dude in bum fights.
yeah, Rufus the stunt bum. Remember him?
Okay. Well, what do you reckon? You got is real? Yeah.
I'm ordering a
I don't think
double
his teeth are
supreme
real,
with
but
heavy
everything else is
cheese,
real.
so I spew up.
All right. Well, now where are we? Fucking, this is hard to do. I've got to go through the. All right. What about this one?
Oh, she's real as fuck.
Oh, I hate that bitch. She needs to be.
Real.
All right. What about?
She needs to
What
be
about-
executed.
What about this one?
This is
I found this and I thought it was.
Wait,
hilarious. Bill Gates is the Terminator.
can we go, Drew? Let's go to pull up this
So,
article
hold on,
about
I got
Jim's
two
mowing.
more, and then you can do it. I just want to see if you get the last eight. This one. Oh, hold on. What one is that? 8. Yeah. This one. What do you reckon?
she's real.
Nah, she's AI. Look at the body.
She's AI. Yeah. It's getting pretty fucking good, eh?
It is. It's getting better. Yeah.
You can't see.
But
her
look
he-
at the body. It's out of proportion. The weight, the legs. It looks like her knees kind of hit too early, even though you can't see them. And the body's elongated. She's like a snake.
Oh, okay.
She's like
Yeah,
a
I guess so.
slippery-
But you can't see her hand, so that's the.
She's
bit.
a slippery snake.
And then this guy was the last one.
That's real.
It is real, and it's fucking crazy,
It's
eh?
Coneheads. Yeah, you've seen the movie Coneheads. Oi,
That's how big is that forehead though? Fucking Jesus.
oi, guess what? You'll be
He
excited.
couldn't wear hats, like he just couldn't. He
You'll be
wouldn't able to.
excited to know this.
Yeah.
So I was telling Dre today, like a month ago, right? I heard I was on a podcast and there was a few whistleblowers that had come out from inside the WHO and the CDC and that, and they were saying, or these, I can't even remember exactly where it was. They were saying that they're going to try another pandemic and it's going to be bad, like and they're going to try the avian flu, but the next bird flu, and it's going to be like H5N1 or something like that. But because you know how they've been killing chickens and they keep all this fear porn keeps coming out about chickens and all that.
Yeah.
And they've been wiping them out. And guess how they tested it with the PCR test? That's how they found the avian flu in all these birds, the chickens that they've been wiping out. But yeah, so they were saying they're going to go for another one because they basically got nothing. But they're testing it out on animals, and now they're going to go on humans. And then today I saw that, in news.com.au, it was like the first person has died in China of the avian flu, and it was the same H5N or whatever it was called, H8N1. I don't know, but
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so they're doing it. They're going to do
Right.
it. It's funny, but they were literally saying this one is actually going to be bad. But I wonder now they've crippled heaps of people's immune systems with this fucking jab.
Yeah, like it won't take much to get them sick anyway. Right?
But yeah, awesome, eh? I was literally thinking when I heard this a while ago, if we see that, that will mean that it was right. Yeah. Cool, though. We're in store for another one.
How many pandemics in the space of very few
Oh,
years
fuck.
have
Not
been
no
like,
man's land.
okay, what's going on now?
Yeah.
Like up north, so up on all the mine sites and shit, they're still pushing for everyone to get the jab, like at pre-starts and shit.
Really?
Like, oh, this
What,
is-
you-
they
you-
make
do you
it
have
like
to,
you
or-
get your jab. No, they're encouraging it. Like still talking about going to get your jabs.
Wait,
mate.
tighten that up if you want, man. It might be.
Oh,
slim.
yeah.
Yeah, so that my uncle posted on Facebook on the weekend. He was like, "Fuck, the fifth jabs really fucked me up, and I'm the fifth. Yeah, he's I'm crook as the others didn't do anything this one, and I'm just like, oh, cool, like yeah. So I'll have like no family left by the.
Yeah, did you see how there was a thing about the Northern Territory not having as many side effects? Yeah, side effects in the Northern Territory, and they were saying because a lot of the vaccine was in a place where it was hot, so it like cooked whatever the fucking fucked up shit was. It cooked
Oh,
it
there
out
wasn't
of it.
as many bad effects.
Yeah, there hasn't been as many bad ones.
What, in like human environment?
Or I guess just hot.
Well, that's what I was thinking that about the about how they're finding it in meat. Of all the big supermarkets, it's in the meat, right? All these weird structure-like things is that they've been finding under the microscope when they've been doing microscopy. It's the exact same shit. And I was looking at it the other day, but I was thinking, how can that stuff survive? You know, being cooked at like 200 degrees or whatever. I want.
No, you don't fucking nanotech. Surely
Yeah.
they figured that out, right?
Yeah.
You know, apparently in America, no one was getting the jab over there, so they're putting it in all the cows and everything.
Well, they're trying to pass a bill to allow mRNA into, but it's not. Whoever knows if it's the mRNA that's bad? It's like all this weird fucking shit. These nano structures they're finding in it. Like, what the hell is that? That's what's concerning too, eh?
We've all seen this. We've all seen this fucking Elon Musk clip by now. Most people would have seen it, right? Where he's
Well,
just roasting that BBC guy. So apparently that BBC guy asked to show up, and he's like, "Yeah, show up, and we'll do an interview." And he wasn't expecting him to show up because they've done it a few times.
Crank that tight, Drew. Wait, Drew, before you play this, and I forget,
I don't have to
what
play
was
it.
that chick that
Yeah, I'll put that in here if you want. You can read it, or I can read it.
Oh, just so we don't forget, give her a shout out. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. Oh fuck. How am I going to read?
Well, you can just give it a
this?
summary, Yeah.
Fuck.
What was her name? Or just first name?
Good
Maybe she
question.
doesn't want to be named.
We just got a message from someone, a listener, who I think has only just come across the podcast. It's on Instagram, so I think her name's Jane. It's super long, but it says, "Just wanted to send you a message to show my appreciation for your podcast." So I'm a 23-year-old qualified roof primer from out bush, Victoria. And it says, I'm generally ashamed to be living in this world half the time, let alone Australia, which is pretty brutal. But anyway, I used to be proud to be Aussie living in a country that promotes all traditional
mate.
rights and freedoms. Now I feel like a slave working under a ticking time bomb to what they might spring on us next. And then it says, fuck, I'm going to do 5 things at once here. I have friends that will never be the same again after severe reactions from their injection. We had members of our community who took their own lives from the pressure of restrictions and financial loss, including a couple of young kids. I know dozens of tradies that lost their jobs and apprentices who never got to complete their training and still cannot find work. I grew up in a very old-fashioned household. My old man is now 80s. And he reminds me of a time when it was unacceptable and would never be tolerated. That's 100%.
Yeah.
You know, like old people, like super old people were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like Jim from Jim's Mowing.
Like Jim, yeah, like him. Fucking, but they're too old to fucking do anything about it because they're fucking 70, 80. You know, like, you want young people to be doing this, not fucking old people.
Yeah, because they transformed Australians in an instant into card nuts that wouldn't do what they're told, to complete beta cucks that'll bend over to anything they're told.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, Anzacs and all those guys and their mentality back then. I mean, I know they thought, in a way, they weren't aware that they were going to get put into a fucking meat grinder. But, and like, a lot of them thought this is a way to see the world and all that kind of thing.
And what people always use this argument that they did exactly what they're told. But yes, the government told them to go to war and they did. But you got to think of why. Their mentality was that they were... They were willing to die for the freedom, because that's what they believe, for the freedom of their country and for their families. That's what...
I thought this bit was funny. She said, thanks for taking a stand and have a voice and so on. I feel a lot less alone in this fucked up world since discovering you. And it says, I listen to you every morning on the way to work. I'm determined to listen to all 100 episodes. I was like, fuck, if you do that.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck listening to us for that long.
Yeah, man. We can't listen to us for that long. We'll give you a free T-shirt. Actually, we haven't sold many shirts recently.
A free rip. So, yeah, we don't even have T-shirts to give because they're print to order.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a good message. We rarely get those messages. Normally, it's like you guys are fucked or fucking homophobic or misogynist or some shit.
It's
like
cool
that.
to know that, like it's cool because I guess like all the regular listeners too, but. Like we get them. The problem is you get so much hate for doing anything, which is I don't care. Like they can eat my ass. Like, I really don't care what anyone thinks, but my friends and family. Like that's the honest truth. But it's cool to know because it's hard in this world. Like everyone felt it when half of your friends, left or got weird with you because of the things you say or because they joined the fucking COVID cult and you weren't a part of it. That's one thing, man, is that like a lot of people think that you are being brainwashed by all this conspiracy stuff and that you believe anything. But the actual truth of the matter is like none of us are married to any idea, and I wouldn't say any of us really have a specific belief. It's just like we know something's wrong, and the whole time like you could go back and listen to our podcast from a year ago and we would have been saying way different shit because the whole way we're learning the truth. But the whole idea is that you're seeking the truth, something's wrong, and you're not going to join the COVID cult, the fucking do the right thing. So no, there is no right thing like for society. Because society is made of individual people that have different ideas and wants and needs. There's no one that idea is communism, and look how that ended in the fucking look how that worked out when it's one policy and one idea for all. It's fucking hideous. It's tyranny. That's what it is. And then people think that you're in a cult. No, it's the exact opposite. The cult is the COVID cult and the cult of the government or the power structure, that when they say something, you believe it. When it's said on TV, you just automatically believe it. Like I was thinking today about the people that are like, oh, where do you get your information? Facebook? And these are the people that will literally recite shit they heard on Channel 9 News to you about COVID and about why you should go and get the jab and all this. And you're like...
Like over the last few years, like you find yourself surrounding yourself by like-minded people, and it's just fucking hard. Like, in the last few years, there's been people that were in my life that aren't really there no more because we've got such different views. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And they just don't want to hear you out. Like, I've handed over actual documents and government, policies.
Yeah.
That say, hey, have a read of this, and they won't even open it and have a read.
No,
No, they won't. Yeah.
And it just baffles me.
I was saying this to Normie's mum. She was yelling me about the. She was yelling at me about the vaccine. I was like, she's like, you were saying. She started an argument with me, but was saying that I said that it changes your DNA or something like that, and I was like, look, there is a bunch of studies that proves it, and I was telling her to go look them up. She just said no. And that I was wrong and that they don't exist. And I'm like, well, they're actually out of some of the world's most prestigious universities, to be honest.
The other thing I think, like, when it's this early on with something like that, everything is on the table because you haven't discovered what it does really.
No.
Like, no one fucking knows. Even the people that make the fucking thing don't know. They're finding out in real time. We're all finding out in real time.
This is the test.
So,
isn't it?
yeah, that's what it is,
It's
right?
a
So if you
global-
say something like it's got fucking nanotech in it, my first thought is not so sure about that, but I'm not going to discredit it because that might end up being fucking true.
Dude,
You know?
there's the annoying thing is with people is when you tell them something, you spend. I don't just say things because I saw it once. It's things that I have seen. Like, I won't go and say that I entertain the idea until I've seen enough evidence that I'm like, oh shit, this looks like it's legit. And with that nanotech stuff, but I was seeing that for like 6 months. Just evidence pile up on it, and then I read the patents of Dr. Charles Lieber. If you don't believe it, go check that out because.
I don't know how they get around when you quote people like that and Malone and the other guy, the cardiologist, the most peer-reviewed. How do they not listen to them? I don't understand how they somehow manage, because they can't say, oh, what are you, just a fucking plumber? It's like, no, the cunt is like top of the top, man. Like
Dr. Charles Lieber.
Well, he didn't. He was a part of it, yeah, and he did create.
He owns a lot of the patents.
Yeah.
Dr. Charles Lieber looks to be one of the most intelligent people on earth.
This is that troll guy that you made cry.
Done.
I think. This
What's his
Jeff,
name?
Jeff Watson, or is this some other fucking random cunt that we don't know? I don't know.
Here's your evidence, Jeff. Go look up Dr. Charles Lieber.
He won't.
Go look at, he won't because he's an idiot. Go look up him and you'll fucking cry when you see what his technology is.
No, he won't, because he'll believe that it's fake.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh, Dr. Charles Lieber is possibly... He also got arrested for fucking treason.
Yeah.
This cunt was... His patents and what he has created has to be some of the craziest shit. You can't even... Like, NPCs like Jeff, they won't even... They will never believe until it's too late. Or they will never go... Because they won't even go and look. Not believe, but they'll never go and look at the evidence. You look at his patents, he's created these carbon nanotubes. They basically can mimic human thought. Like they can human brainwaves, they can mimic that pattern. It looks like that they've actually worked out how the brain works and how it receives consciousness.
So small.
So he's created what looks to be an artificial mind. And this was back in 2018 and their patent. And what it is insane. And then you go and look at, Jeff, you NPC, go follow Karen Kingston. I know you probably don't want to look
He
at
said,
it.
do you lads even science, bro?
I
don't know what's going on
He's
here.
probably had like 17 jabs, so he's scared of looking at what it really is.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, to be honest, the funny thing is, it's not.
What
I
the
don't
fuck
want it
is
to
this
be
about?
true because,
crap.
heaps of people I care about have got it. The best thing that could happen is if all the worries that I have are completely wrong. But the problem is there's way too much evidence stacked up on it. And who's been right throughout history? The censoring people, the tyrants, were they lying throughout history? Like it's always them. And throughout history, the ones that are getting censored, the information that's getting covered up is always the truth. It's never the fucking mainstream.
I don't know why this is so small, but
What are
this-
you doing?
I thought this was fucking hilarious. The pictures don't come out full screen. I don't know why. So it says new COVID variant.
Well, it might be the resolution.
Is it Arcturus? Arcturus. I don't even know how to fucking say that. Maybe 1.2 times more infectious than Kraken.
Oh, so not
Yeah, Jeff wrote it.
not at all.
Because
Okay.
he scienced, and he went, look, science.
Wait, I love it how morons like that yell science at people to give the perception
Oh,
that
he's
they're
had
actually
4.
somewhat intelligent.
How do you
but
feel?
It's like just because you
You're
yell,
more vaccine than human now, mate.
he's had 4. Enjoy that, you fucking idiot. Keep getting him, Jeff. Keep
They
getting.
will.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if you actually are not an idiot and go and look at the information that's there, it's already proven
Famous star,
that they're
apparently.
that
Jeff is an arsehole, but he has some relevant information. So it's a star. So what the fuck? So they're naming one after a fucking sea monster, and then the next one's about a star. And remember how they wouldn't go? What was it? The one they wouldn't Z for the
Xi
because
Jinping.
of fucking China.
Dude.
How fucked is that? And then all those cunts saying you shouldn't try, and Trump's just like he's just going around saying fucking China virus, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't call it the China virus. That's racist. Like, no, it's not at all. It
Why?
came from China.
I want someone to explain, and it's so simple. You can go and look it up for yourself. Explain why there was never any excess deaths, except where they were using remdesivir. Why in Australia, the country that supposedly got all the most lockdown place, why was there no excess deaths until they started vaccinating people? Statistics, it's there. It doesn't matter what your argument is, it's just there. So explain that one. And then why at the end of 2022 did excess deaths hit 15.1%, and now they're that high when they shut the whole world down because they said it could get over 1% excess deaths. That was their whole reason for doing all this. Now it's
Yeah.
a 15.1. The highest it's ever been is 4, just over 4% in World War II, and they're not talking about it. If that was an actual virus now that was, or something that was causing that 15.1, they would be using it for every bit of fear porn ever. But they're not, and they're covering it up. They haven't been talking about it because they know it's the vaccine.
Well, you know what you haven't seen much of, and you probably won't, is some people. So not the people that are responsible for this, because they deserve to fucking be put in jail, but the people that were like they weren't responsible for it, but they were egging it on and calling unvaccinated pieces of shit and all that. I've probably seen 5 people, famous or otherwise, say, "Oh yeah, I think I fucked up. I didn't know what I was saying, and like, you know, I was worried and I was scared and whatever, and I fucked up." And it's like, "Oh, okay, fair enough. You know, I still thought you were a cunt at the time." Like Arnie said it.
Yeah, I
Arnie
saw
actually
that, yeah.
apologized. I'm like, I don't know. I like the way he said it wasn't really that much of a
No,
apology.
it's a PR move.
Yeah, it could be.
For
But
sure.
I haven't seen
But,
enough. I haven't
yeah.
seen much of that.
Because it, like, what, you didn't realize till now? You knew you can't.
Well, but the way he was saying it, like the vindictiveness of the way he said it, to me, it's not like, oh, I'm sorry, I just fucked up and I didn't realize. It's more like he actually really, really meant, like,
And could,
you know,
and I think he also
fuck your freedoms.
Those
Like,
people all did it.
He
because-
meant that when he said that. There was like anger behind it, you know.
and also that they all did that because they were prompted to by money and by
Yeah.
the position. Like,
Well, it's
obvious-
like Andrew Bogut said that someone had approached him.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he basically told him to fuck off. Bogut for the legends list, by the way.
Yeah, he's good. He's been calling all the shit out.
Andrew Bogut, the
Basketball
basketball
player.
player.
Oh, yeah, what's he been doing?
Well, nothing. He's
He's
retired,
Aussie, but he plays in the NBA.
no, he doesn't. He used to.
Yeah, not now. He's retired.
Yeah.
But he played for Australia but he said that he got approached
Oh, Andrew
to
Bogut was
basically
Bulls, wasn't
shill
he?
for the
I can't remember what team
vaccine,
he
and
was.
Yeah.
Oh, Pink's
you
still
know-
doing it.
Wait, did you?
She's got on her fucking Twitter. It's got sponsored by Pfizer. What a fucking.
Did
piece
you
of
hear
shit.
what?
She's such a. She needs to go on the kill yourself
Dude,
list.
Kyle Sanderlands, he admitted it on live on air because he was pissed
Admitted
off
what?
that they wouldn't give him a gun license, and he's
Oh.
like, and he goes, "Oh, what? So I'm good enough to come and basically shill for you for the and convince everyone to get the vaccine,
Nah.
but not good enough to be able to hold a gun license." He said it live on air.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So he admitted. Well, like, do you think if it was good?
I wonder if Jeff got approached.
Well, yeah.
He seems to like the backs.
Dude, it's funny all these people. all the if Jeff.
Can you move that way a bit, Josh? Because you're getting cut off.
If he isn't just
bit more if you
a
can.
fucking paid pleb or whatever,
Yeah, that's good.
If he's actually doing this off his own back, the thing is, you are going to have to come to the realization that you got poisoned by your government, and that is coming. It's there. Like I've seen, it's fucking obvious to anyone that's not a moron. And I guess people like that, that's going to be a real hard thing to accept. And like, have you seen all the TikTok videos going around of people talking about it? Like people freaking out, going, "I've just realized what's going on." Like freaking
I've
out.
just realised. Where the fuck have you been for
Well,
3 years?
but that's what I mean.
Yeah. Well,
Dude,
you know,
even-
you know
even
why you
mine-
know? Because people just don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. So they're like, let's just move on.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay, that's fine for you and the other people that for some reason it didn't affect. But what about those poor cunts that have got fucking problems now for the
What
rest of their
about
life?
like the girl that emailed us tonight?
Yeah.
Our friends, we've got a lot of friends that have crippling, life-ending injuries. And think about this: us three in this room have not had the jab, not had one. Fine.
Oh, you didn't have it either?
No,
You didn't have it?
no.
You don't have to? Going away?
Well,
or
dude,
anything?
we've all been.
Oh, that's good. Oh, fuck. I mean, we look terrible, like we're going to die tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
look at us. Fuck. The COVID really just fucked us completely.
Dude, if you were. Dude, if you were afraid of COVID when it started, I'm sorry to say it, but you are a weak-minded person. Like if that,
yeah, maybe.
even
I
when it
mean,
broke out, there was not one moment because we've seen this bullshit for the last 20 years. It started, from even
well,
longer.
the only reason why I think it got that bad because it came from China. Because it did come from China.
Dude, they all
people
do.
not trust. Oh no, that's true. They do. But I thought for a little while, I was like, fuck, come from China and it's really bad. I'm like, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, but I'm saying
is possible,
you may have
especially if it
been
came from a lab.
Concern is fine to be
Yeah.
concerned. Everyone was concerned, like, oh, what the fuck's this? Because it's new. But if you act like the people that actually just fucking freaked out, you got defeated by psychological warfare, and you are a weak-minded person.
I don't. I mean, it depends how long. Like how like what would you have give? I remember we talked about this when it was happening, but I was like, I'll give people a month from when it started to work out for themselves that it was bullshit, or at least work out that it's not bad as people were saying it was.
Here's the
I
most simple
remember-
thing. They said that
Yeah.
it had a 99.98 survivability when it came out. And people still freaked out. And we were like, what's going on here? They're telling us it's not even bad.
Yeah.
But what they use, this is what everyone said to me. Everyone was like, yeah, I know it's survival, but it could hit like over 1% excess deaths. It could, and that's crazy because the Spanish flu was 2%. That could wipe out heaps. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound...
Well, the funny thing is,
But to my point again, it's 15.1% now. Where the fuck are all you cowards freaking out?
Yeah.
You should all be freaking out.
They should, yeah,
Jeff,
that's true.
You should be. You've had 4 of that shit.
Yeah.
And hopefully you didn't get any of the fucking bad ones, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
it's like my uncle during the week had 5 now. Fine until the 5th one, and it's fucked him up.
So do you
Cookie
reckon that
had
is?
1,
Do you reckon?
and he's fucked.
Do you reckon that is because? Remember, I talked about that thing where they said that majority of the people that have a side effect from it is from only one shot.
Yeah,
So
I think that
usually they'll have one, they'll get fucked up from it, not take any more.
it looks
right?
like that they put out they obviously there's no way they could have made that many vaccines. It's not possible. They estimated
Yeah,
it would have taken
I've heard about
30
that.
years or so
Yeah,
to
I've heard
make as
that.
many.
So
as
that's probably what it was, right?
mo-
It's just Russian roulette. It's like he took 4 and he just had fucking saline or something,
Yeah.
or whatever you want to say it is, or maybe it
Yeah.
was just a small amount. It wasn't like a huge amount, and then the last one was just super concentrated, and that's what fucked him.
Well, here's something sinister that's going on. No one's talking about. So Mosey was telling me his missus, her cousin he's like early 20s. He had a stroke from one jab, and he's wheelchair bound forever. He's completely
Yeah, no,
fucked,
just
right?
move on, man.
So.
Just move
Dude,
on.
guess what? So they
Fucking hell.
just paid him out for it, right? So all
The
you
government?
people that think, yeah,
Oh, that's not good though.
No, so the government made his work pay him out, and you guess why
Mm.
they're doing this? Because they don't want people like that joining a class action.
Mm.
Once you've been paid out, it's fucking done, and you're gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's right.
They know what's coming.
Yeah, it has to. It'll fuck the whole economy pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, because we're going to pay for it, taxpayer. To be honest, I don't really mind that much. Like, because if someone's been injured from the vax, I think they should get money for it. And if it has to come out of my tax money and the road is a little bit shitty or whatever, okay. Like, you know.
The thing is, our fucking tax money goes straight overseas.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so.
We don't see our fucking tax money in our own country.
Yeah. Why is the Australian taxation offer? Yeah, why does it have an ABN, and why is when the entity name, what is it, For All Holdings, and then that holdings company is a holdings company for BlackRock.
Well, what seeing as though we're talking about COVID shit, watch this one. I hope this is the right window. Probably.
And we
isn't.
need to get into the Jim's mowing shit. Oh, wait, these people
Oh,
as well,
Jim's
they
mowing.
called Kelly Slater a fucking cooker for talking about this shit. Kelly Slater, one of
Kelly
the
Slater.
fittest people on earth, literally the best surfer
And
to
he's-
ever live.
he's pretty old as
and
well, right?
he's 50 and he just won another world title.
No shit.
Dude.
Did he?
Yeah, a couple years ago. And I was trying to say he's a cooker because he was talking against the vaccine. This is one of the hell. If you can do anything in your life, follow exactly what Kelly Slater's done.
Also,
if you want health,
if
that
you-
dude is the epitome of healthy mind and a
That's
healthy
true.
body.
Also, if someone calls you a cooker, probably means you're on the right track, and it definitely means they're a retard. That's guaranteed.
have you-
I've not seen one person call someone else a cooker that doesn't look like an absolute piece of shit.
And
like never.
isn't a moron. The
Isn't
funny
an
thing
absolute
is,
moron,
that's
yeah.
the only insult they have, and it was terrible.
It's pathetic, eh?
Why is there not?
It's
any...
got lefties are terrible with insults as well, right?
They are
They're just
terrible.
not good at it.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're not good at memeing. They're not good at fucking insults. It's because they don't do it. Because they try and treat everyone nice all the time, like everyone's a fucking soft pedal kind of thing.
And
you know?
they try.
Whereas
and...
we call each other
It's
fuckheads every day.
Fake empathy. They're fake empathetic. And,
Yeah.
and they're always trying to big note themselves. Like with everything they
Yeah.
do, with their fake empathy, it's not because they care about people. It's so people look at them like they're a real empathetic, caring person. Well, I think it's
I think it's a
actually.
bit
I
of
don't
that.
think it's probably insecurity, but I think it's more that they're. I think it's more sociopathic or that.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, Jeff. I think you might be on the kill yourself list for tonight. He said, "Oh, you fellas rolled gold gold cookers." Wow,
So
that's
there
a
you
new
go.
one. I haven't
This
seen
is
that
his
one.
own. Their only call. That,
Oi, the guy that's had 4 fucking
He's literally
drugs
cooked by Big Pharma.
put into his
Pfizer
by
cooker.
Pfizer.
Wait, Pfizer cooker.
Yeah.
Wait, go and inject some more fucking experimental drugs. Wait, who's the cooker when he's literally going?
That's what I'm saying. He's the one injecting drugs into it. He's a cooker. He's literally a cooker.
He's probably
like
cooked his
we
brain.
decided not to take a drug. He's like, give me more drug. Yeah.
Daddy, he probably emails it. Daddy, give me some. It was what I did good. Did I call enough people cookers today, Daddy? Such
check
a
this one.
pussy too.
See-
Such a fucking pussy, eh?
Well, we'll put him on the QSF list when we get to it. But,
All those people are.
It's an honour to be on the QSF list, by
Wait,
the way.
can I
Jeff, so
say
you should be
this
fucking
too?
happy that you're on it.
Every time I've engaged, I've beat killed by Pfizer. I beat 2 of them so far. 2, all they do is they run troll farms. I beat 2 of them.
I don't know if this
and it's
guy
hilarious
is
because
that or what.
maybe. Well, if he's not, and he does this for his
You've had
own pleasure,
way more than
he's
4. Are you being serious or are you just fucking around?
if he does this for
I've
his,
had way more than 4. You fellas wouldn't know. What?
wait, send us photos, Jeff. Jeff, send us photos
Yeah,
of all
I don't
your
believe you.
injections.
You better be on 5. You better be fucking
Go get
protecting
another-
grandma and the rest of the population. If you're not,
Get
You're
another
a
one
hypocrite.
tomorrow. He needs to go book in tomorrow and get another one done. Book one. Do a 7-day.
do the
run.
right thing, Jeff.
See
Do
if
the
you-
right thing.
Wait, see if you can get all 3. Do they have J&J here? See if you can get all 4.
Well, you can't get AstraZeneca anymore. I wonder if Jeff's got any opinions on that one.
Spewing. Wait, see if you can get Sputnik as well. See if you can import a Sputnik and jab that one into your main vein.
Sputnik. Well, that's a
That
Russian
was the
one. wasn't
Russian
it?
one,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Why did they call it Sputnik?
That's the only word they have for
That's the only
anything.
word, yeah.
Everything's Sputnik.
Yeah, anyway, this one was fucking interesting. Well, actually, it pissed me off. Jeff will like it, but...
Penis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen to this. Oh, that's good. We got no fucking sound. Yeah, no.
It should do. It comes through
No, man.
usually, man. Go back.
No, it's not.
What have you got to open on?
This is
No,
just
go to
Twitter.
Restream. What have you got to open in?
Just a tab on Restream.
It works for me usually.
Oh. You knew
Fuck's
shit was
sake.
going to be
Alright,
fucked
we'll
today.
just do
This is just a cluster fuck episode.
Jeff getting rip started by McGowan calling people cookers. He's like, oh, they're cookers. Daddy.
He's getting rip started by a bunch of fit pals.
Okay, so basically, this guy who's the chief medical officer, he said, so this is on Craig Kelly's thing. I don't really like him, but
He's a flog.
But anyway, he's gone pretty hard on this, so you got to give him credit where credit's due. It says, with many Australians still being forced to show their medical records and proof of being vaccinated, like Dre said, to avoid being sacked. When asked if he's been injected, Australia's chief medical whatever, Paul Kelly states, that's private medical information and I'm not going to answer it.
Oh,
Uh,
oh yeah, but make the whole country
Make the whole country do it to
expose-
fucking people that own cafes. Like, why the fuck should some cafe bitch know whether I'm vaccinated or not?
What?
You know what I mean? Oh, I've got herpes, by the way. Did you want to know that as well? Or do you...
Wait,
Like,
dude, do you
fuck
think,
off, cunt.
do you think? I wonder why people like Jeff and all these trolls and that. I don't, maybe they're not from this country. Maybe they just run troll farms, like a heap of them are. But the ones that actually live here and are shilling for the power structure or for big pharma or that, and actively destroying our country and our future.
Well, I mean,
But
after we saw...
why? Because you have to live in the country you're destroying. Maybe you're too stupid to see it.
Well, at the end of the day, people do anything for a fucking dollar, right?
That, yeah,
That's why
and-
OnlyFans exists.
Dude, that's why the Soviet Union happened. That's why Nazi Germany happened. That's why fucking the Chinese Revolution happened.
Yeah.
Not even money.
I guess
they
we
would
don't-
do it just for a little bit of a better position in the fucking power structure.
Yeah, that's humans, I guess.
Throughout your life, when has the government done any good for you?
Never. Name one government that wasn't fucking everyone over. Name one. Ever.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people believe that now, right? And
Coney
and will
2012.
back you up 100%. Like, I've seen TikTok videos about it all the time, and they're talking about Australians and Americans and everywhere. But then you mention the fact that there's a party that believes exactly what they're talking about, like a libertarian. There's American and Australian, and you go, well, this is exactly what this party believes. Like, they're a government that wants less government. They want to stay out of your life, but no one knows them. And no one ever votes for them. Like, even the other freedom parties, all these people crapping on all these fucking videos about the government fucking them, but the freedom parties every time so far since even the start of the pandemic have just been reamed in the ass at every election. And you could, Josh will say,
Videos of them actually like editing all the fucking.
oh, sure,
votes and shit.
I mean that definitely could be a thing. I'm definitely not ruling that out, but I feel like at a certain point, I guess if they can do it to Trump, they can do it to anyone. I don't know. But fucking at a certain point, if there's that much public like support for it, you would think it's just too much to be able to stop. Like, how are you going to be able to control that many votes? But they did it to Trump, so I guess you can.
Can't beat 'em
Yeah.
by voting. Like it doesn't happen. It's
No, that's true.
You have to rip them
But like they not only didn't win, they did really poorly, like real poorly. And then you have like those teal independents in.
Look at this, Jeff. Josh drinking wine out of a glass with no stem.
Nah, this is
Looking from a fucking winery. You read.
nah, that's Big D. Big
I-
D's allowed to fucking rip the shit out of us. He has a pass.
Big D's actually funny
Yeah,
and actually has one more fucking.
Was that Big D?
yeah.
Sorry, Big D.
Oi, we need to go segue into the Jim's mowing thing because it's perfect for this.
Well, is there a thing? If you can send it to
yeah, I sent it to
no,
our,
you're gonna have to send it to
to you.
the No Man's Land.
Yeah, it is. I sent it to it today. It should be one of the.
No, the group chat, our page. Send it to there. You can forward it on. I've done.
Our
it.
page.
Yeah, send it to our page.
How do you? Oh, how do
You
you
can do it. You just forward it and put. No
Can't I
Man's
just send
Land.
it to you?
Nah, because I'm not signed in.
You're right there. Just
no,
click
this
on your
is-
thing.
No. This is our page. Just send it to that. It works. I've done it. Well, that's how I did all this. Except we don't have any fucking audio for some reason. Katy Perry? Nah. it looks like Katy Perry. Nah. Well, we might as well talk about this one while we got it. Yeah, so I saw this in passing. I thought it was pretty funny. Where are we? This one here. So from now on, if you're a tranny or want to be a tranny, Suncorp is giving you a gender affirmation leave. So if you want to cut your cock off, they'll give you fucking leave. I wonder how many people would do it just to get some leave. It depends how much leave you get. Like, how much leave would you want to cut your cock off? They're employees, yeah. So it's like when you have maternity leave. Now you got cut your cock off leave.
That is fucking unreal.
Yeah. So
They're incentivizing everything.
so it says it will allow eligible employees to take time off to tell their
Wow,
families and friends about the change, adopt a style of presentation that aligns with their identity, undergo gender affirmation surgery, and book appointments to legally change their name and pronouns on documents. So that would take a fair fucking while, all that. Like, how long does the fucking surgery take? And then to heal from the surgery? It must...
I've never chopped my dick.
Well, I don't know. I've never asked anyone either, so I don't...
Wait, Jeff should chop his dick off. Wait, Jeff, you love tyranny. Cut your dick off.
Oh, no, Jeff will
Prove
chop his...
your loyalty
If
to
the government
state.
tells Jeff to cut his dick off, he'll cut his dick off.
But they will prove your loyalty to the state by cutting your fucking dick off. And do it now. And
Yeah.
send us photos. Actually do it live on
Wait, Jeff,
Facebook.
cutting your dick off will protect you from coronavirus, from the new strain, Articus or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, if you have a penis, you actually will die from HNZ159P
So-
Batman symbol.
So literally,
variant.
this is that.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh wow! So
keep you
so
safe.
someone from the company has already done this, and so that's why they've decided to do it for everyone else, give people leave. I can't see where it says how much leave they get. Oh yeah, Katy Perry. That's a dude then. Yeah, and got tits.
How
They're
good
pretty
is
shit
Hood
tits. though.
Burger, eh?
Oh,
Oh,
uh,
wait, Dre, Hood Burger, eh?
yeah.
Oh, it's so good, man. Is that the double?
Oh, I should have got that. I got fucking grilled.
Mm.
That's a bridge too far, he says. Really? I don't know. What would you rather?
Jeff,
Wait, here's a good.
Jeff, come on.
Here's a good fucking. Let's weigh it
Go
up
on,
here
Jeff.
though. Would you rather cut your cock off or take 5 vaccines?
It's probably going to work out the
Which
same way.
Yeah.
So imagine if the vaccine turned you into a tranny. Like your willy falls off and your balls and then you grow a
It might.
pussy.
It might like reduce testosterone. That's why Jeff keeps going back for more.
Yeah.
Jeff Lane, Sweetest Adam's apple.
Like, which one would you do? Fuck, I don't know.
Wait, Jeff, what would
Because-
your woman name be? Jacinta? I think it'd be Jacinta.
Jeff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff doesn't really have a woman
No,
version, does it?
It'd be Jacinta.
Yeah. Fuck. I honestly think I would cut my cock off because you could get myocarditis and you're fucked the rest of your life. At least with no cock, everyone will praise you for being like a champion.
I'll take
No, but you could sew it back on again. But like just at the
Can you?
well,
Did that option before.
yeah, I know. I didn't. We didn't really set the parameters.
I've only got one option because I already cut my dick off. So yeah.
The other thing is like no one wants a tranny cock if it's been vaccinated. You have to
Yeah.
have an unvaccinated tranny cock.
There's
So-
actually a dating app in America for unjabbed people.
Is there really?
Yeah, Human 1.0.
Fuck, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How many people are on there?
Oh, I haven't seen.
Everyone that's not dead.
Yeah, but how do you know? You're going to have to like show me your papers because they're probably lying. Some
no.
dudes will lie just so they can get a fuck.
Imagine that. Then
Yeah.
the unvax.
Jeff would lie for sure. Jeff would be like, "Oh, I haven't had any vaccines. Let me fuck you."
Yeah. Like, what did Big D say?
Big D said. Big D said Jeff didn't have a cock to start with. Doesn't count.
Right. Bring up that fucking Jim.
Did you send
Jim's
it?
mowing. First of all, Jim, whatever his name is for the legends is, he is a It's in the.
It's not here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, my bad.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's look this one up.
He's the man.
Oh fuck! What was that
So,
about? What's
th-
going
this-
on here? What? Why? Why do I have to do that?
Uh,
Okay.
this article,
Oh,
man,
Fuck.
is like unbelievable. You got to read it because it's unbelievable.
Well, I'll
like,
skim it, but
like you cannot convince lefties. Like they have such little self awareness. That
is this something that you can actually do? Like what he wants to do? So it says Jim
Yeah.
Mowing founder secedes,
remember-
declares himself king.
remember the Hutt River
And he wants
province?
to be a part of Tasmania, is that it?
So, dude, remember Hutt River province up near Kalbarri? He made his own country. He
Oh,
declared
he's already done it
Nah, this is another
before.
one.
Oh, different guy.
Yeah, it's up
WA here.
up near Kalbarri. He did it in like the 70s and he declared war on Australia.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants to
But-
do the same thing, but he says we intend to try and join Tasmania. It's a much better state, but they probably still had the vaccine mandates and all that shit.
Yeah.
What exactly does that
Hopefully.
mean? We just declare independence. It's like when the United States colonies declared independence from Britain.
In 1776.
Start his own country. Yeah.
We should start our own country.
Right.
No man's land country.
Wait, keep going because it's fucking funny. He's
Oh,
like,
fuck off,
he
cunt.
wants a place where he can like raise money for sheds for men and shit.
I'm going to be the king. I'm going to be starting knighthoods and citizenships. We're going to have our own stamps, our own flag. We're going to raise money for men's sheds. Okay. Sweet.
Wait, I mean, this whole thing was because Dan Andrews, obviously the lockdowns, but all these cucks were in the comments like, oh, the lockdowns are over. Like, does he realize it's in the past? Like, how funny is it how cucked they are that they just got ass fucked, and then they're like,
Well,
oh,
he's
yeah, well,
Victoria.
let's just forget about it. Like, well, let bygones be bygones. It's like, they're literally murdering it. It's like the death rate's at 15.1% because of their fucking lethal injection.
All right, but
And you're like,
people-
oh, let's forget about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'll get my 10th injection. Oh, wait, go. There's a funny bit in there where he calls Joe Rogan and Peterson a simp, and it's like, ha!
He calls him
Like
a
this
simp.
is
He calls Joe Rogan a
this
simp.
is the
How
exact
fuck is
reason
Joe
the
Rogan a simp?
lefties can't fucking meme, bro. Go down.
Okay.
There, conservatives unite. Read that. top.
Appearing on right wing provocateur. Right wing provocateur. What?
Yeah.
That's already false.
Yeah.
Every incel's favorite incel
Yeah.
philosopher Jordan Peterson announced the creation of a new global network for like-minded conservatives.
So this
Hold
is,
on, who, can we put whoever wrote this on the
dude.
QSL
This
list?
is why lefties.
Who wrote this? Sitting Morning
Lefties
Herald.
hate Jordan Peterson for this one reason.
Kishore Napier and Noel Towell, both for the QSL list.
Wait, dude. This is why lefties hate Jordan Peterson so much, and it's this one simple reason. Jordan Peterson, his main theme is telling you to get your shit together and take responsibility for your own actions in your own life. They hate that because they're all cucks that don't do that. They rely on the government to do everything for them, and they call politicians' daddy, and they do everything they're told. They don't even want to think for themselves. They want the government to do the thinking. So then when they get told to fucking do, you know, that you got to sort your own shit out, they get butthurt, and he's public enemy number one for him because of that simple fucking reason. That's how retarded they are.
The most intelligent people on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Man.
philosophical.
He's awesome. The fact that they don't understand why goes to show you how fucking retarded these people are.
Fucking real. I swear we're living in the fucking matrix.
Yeah, it could be an AI item.
Fucking baffling. It's just, I don't think that shit's real.
Dragon.
Who actually thinks that Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan are like?
Dude, heaps of lefties. They hate him because of what I was saying. They hate Rogan because he's masculine. They're all beta cucks. They're all fat flogs. That's why they're all so bitchy, and they all get so butthurt. They're fucking emotional train wrecks.
All this fucking lefty and righty bullshit as well. It's like I don't even know what side I'm on because like back in the day, lefties were anti-government. Like, fuck the government, right?
Yeah.
And now they're getting fucked by the government.
This is a funny thing. People think I'm right wing, so I'm not, for one. But I am actually, if you want to talk about what lefties actually were, that's the way I grew up, listening to punk rock. Hated the government, hated authority.
Hated the cops, hated the fucking government. You know what I mean?
Go listen to Pennywise. Go listen to NoFX, some old punk rock. That's what childhood was. Going skateboarding, fucking being rebellious, fucking trap.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. And now, being a lefty,
Machine.
yeah, and dyeing your hair because you're a fucking feminazi whore and yelling and screaming in the fucking public square that people want to have their civil liberties and rights. You think it's a bad thing that people want to have freedom. You think freedom's a joke and liberty's a joke? Well, it's unreal. It's the table switched on them and they're too stupid. I don't even think they care, actually. I don't think they care what the narrative is. They just want to be on the side that the majority are on and yelling and screaming at people because they're idiots.
And where's the compassion here? Why is there such a fucking divide?
Because they took the bait. They took the bait for the fucking psychological warfare. That's all of it's about, dividing us all. And they always take the bait for it.
This is why they're hating on Jeff.
No, Jeff. I wonder if these
Poor
people
Jeff.
like Jeff are even fucking...
It's actually
Like-
Jeffrey Epstein.
Wait, Jeff, send us a picture of yourself. I want to... Yeah. He probably has... Yeah, he probably has visited
You got an island,
Epstein
Jeff,
Island
by
a
any
couple
chance?
times. Wait, Jeff, can you send us a photo of yourself?
Of your chopped off dick.
Yeah. Send a photo of you downstairs.
Now we're both
mixed
going
up.
to eat on the pod. This is the fucking best podcast we've ever done.
Hmm.
It's better than any of the others.
Bro, hood burger, I'm telling you.
So someone didn't like episode 100. They weren't very happy with episode 100,
That was-
apparently. What happened with that?
Bro,
Yeah. How did you boys go on that?
It was pretty hectic. I mean, we knew it was going to be hectic, but
someone said that it was like I really enjoy the podcast usually, but this podcast was just smutting and gutter humor or something. I was like, what? That was actually the most tame one.
it was. That's the thing there.
They were having a laugh, but it was pretty fun.
Oh, okay. It was just a joke then.
I don't know.
Oh, we're all eating. This is fucking great.
Mm.
So you can make the biggest eating noises
You ate dinner, but you
just to
boys were
piss
making
people off.
hungry again.
I know. Jeff is erect.
Typical.
He'd
You got
be a
some-
lefty, so he'd like that fucking ASMR shit. That seems
Yeah.
to be a hell lefty thing as well. Sitting in your
ASMR.
room, jacking off over people
Oh,
eating and doing
So
weird
this
shit.
motherfucker, I'm not going to name and shame because I can't even remember the business. But so this guy, right? I did a job for him, probably a year ago, and so he has this house that's in Chittering somewhere. So it's big block, and he wanted this house on stilts. It's like 2 meter high off the ground. This house, roughly 1.52 meters. So it's pretty high on stilts. And timber frame thing has this big like ramp thing to get up to it. This is a bit of a weird design, but I was like, whatever, we'll just do it. So because it's so high, you have to over-engineer it quite a lot because of the wind, because it's off the ground, and then the soil's shit. So we did it all and gave it to him, no problems. So he starts building, and he calls me up and he's like, "Oh, the council, they want this shit. They need this certificate to say that the house is built correctly and all that." And I went like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, they need to know like what the soil like that the foundations are good in the soil." And I go, "Okay, so did you do this? You have to get like what they call it. This is boring as shit, but you have to get like a soil report done to say what the soil is, right? It's really reactive soil."
Is a soil report when you wake up after a bender and put your hands down the back of your pants after you farted?
Pretty much.
Just to check. You know,
Yeah.
I just had to do a quick
Well,
soil
that's
report
pretty much-
on myself.
That's pretty much all he fucking did, really, because fuck me, he didn't do it, and he just went ahead and fucking built this whole thing. Didn't look at the plans, like rarely looked at them. I think because we did a check, everything is fucked. Like there's no bolts in the studs where they should be. There's fucking he built a mezzanine floor and it's not shown on the plans anywhere, so he just decided to build another
Do you
level.
have to rip that down?
Fuck yeah, you will. Well, so here's the thing: the council don't know that yet, right? So he's like, "Oh yeah, is the foundations good? Is it good that what I've done?" I go, "Did you put any like sand pad down?" He's like, "No, just dug a hole in the fucking ground and put concrete in it." And he goes, "I did it bigger than what you stated in the plans." I'm like, "That's not good enough, mate." He just dug a hole in the ground, didn't do any soil treatments. It's clay, so it moves a lot. It's like 40 mil.
Yeah.
It can move. So when you start 40 mil at
So
the
his
ground,
house is coming.
once
It's the
you get-
leaning tower of
yeah, it's
Pisa.
going to fall down for sure. So once you get to the top of the house, that's 40 mil over that distance. It works out to like, fucking 300-400 mil. So,
Yeah, his house is actually causing the wind in the town.
and it's also on stilts, and it's also a very windy. It's going to be windy, right? So it's going to get a lot of
Where is it?
chittering.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so he goes, "Oh, the council say I just need this letter from you, signed from you, saying it's good." And we're like, "No." And he's like,
Is this the guy that's
"Oh,
suing you?
Yeah. So he goes, so someone come out and check it. So we went out and checked it, and we found all the other shit that was wrong with it. So he wrote up a thing and said, "This is all that's wrong with it. Do all this, and then we'll sign off." And he's like, "Well, I don't have to do any of this stuff. This is ridiculous. You should just sign this thing." And I'm like, "No, fuck you." And he goes, "Well, I've had enough of you. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to, we're going to get legal action." I go, "Well, then we might just call the council and tell them everything wrong with the fucking house." And he's like, "Oh, you can't do that." And I'm like, "Yes, we fucking can, cunt." So like now he's like threatening to sue us and all this shit.
He probably won't sue. He probably won't even have the money home.
Nah, fuck no. He's worried because he must have dumped $100,000 into that house or more for what he's done so far, and they'll literally make him take the whole thing down and start again.
Isn't it typical of this world how people fuck up and then instead of taking responsibility, like we said, back to why they hate Jordan Peterson. Yeah. Then instead of taking personal responsibility, they're looking for anyone to blame. Like, whose fault is it? It's like, it's yours. It has to be someone else's, you know?
He said, he goes, "Oh, there was like 3 or 4 pages of details. That's just too much. I don't need all those details." Okay, every single one of those details is very important, and you really do need them. If you didn't look at them and you built this without them, then I'm not going in that fucking house ever. Fuck me. Like, there's dodgy builders out there everywhere. Like, that's why I'd never build a house, even if you use a fucking like a.
Well, all the tradesmen, from what I saw, all the good tradesmen are in commercial. Like,
Yeah, probably.
Perf I'd use to build a house. Over all the years I worked in construction, there's only one that I actually.
Who?
Really?
There's only one I would use as well.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, right.
Plug time.
Is that the?
Yeah, Arkland.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've heard of them.
Oh no. I never used the gap gun. Like, I was a painter back in the day, and he didn't let the painters use a fucking normal gap gun. Everything had to be built straight.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But that's
should-
like Normie made a good point. He goes, "If I'm buying a house, it's going to be a pre-meth era house." That makes fucking perfect sense.
Yeah.
Back when people built shit and they weren't on crack.
But think about it, man. Remember in the 90s building boom, how everything was a fucking piece of shit as well?
Yeah, might have been,
It's
yeah.
the way it goes, you know. We had this house, like, yeah, it we had this 90s built house, and like that, you know, they were scrimping on materials. They didn't use enough cement.
Recession period.
Yeah, well, it's around.
Oh, is that right? They were scrimping on materials.
No, it was when was the last boom? Anyway, in the last boom,
Oh,
90s.
it's been-
Like,
it's been
but anyway, the fucking bricks didn't have enough mortar, like cement in the mortar, and you could just rub it out, shit like that. So in the house, some of the bricks, like, you know, almost 10 mil back, almost the whole brick is just hollow in all the houses. All the way, all through Scarborough, all these around the 90s, maybe early 90s,
Yeah, okay.
but shit like that's happening now.
I wouldn't trust.
If you're getting your house built now,
Yeah, fuck. Well, see, here's another thing that's happening now, right? Is because of COVID, it might have caught back up maybe now, but I don't know. Maybe if there's any builders or something, listen, they can tell me. But they were real short on materials, right? Because there was no ships coming in.
Yeah, that's right.
So people are like, "What's my alternative material?" And I'm like, "Well,
Calm.
you know, yeah, okay, you
Sticks and
can use
dung.
this, but it's not ideal." Blah blah blah. So everyone's going, "Oh, instead of getting a specific size beam for the roof, we'll just get this one instead because it's close-ish." But it's not. It's not. It's underrated, so it's going to fail, or you know, so it's going to deflect a lot, which means like. All these houses in like a few years are just going to fuck up. I guess that makes more work for me, so I can just redo it. But
Apparently,
about
there's like 60-something builders around Perth that's gone bust since COVID.
really,
Well,
Have you seen the amount of half-built homes up for sale?
it's
Yeah.
because of McGowan's, how he, you know, he put out that what was it, the $70,000 what do you call it, fucking first home buyers allowance?
oh yeah, what do you do?
Well, he basically was trying to encourage building. It wasn't. It was because it was a month before he brought in, or a couple months before he brought in the fucking vaccine mandates. It was to get you all in debt. That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
he did it at $70,000 at first home buyers. Yeah, I remember saying this at the time. So he gets everyone in debt to like, how much more screwed can you be than in debt with a house? You know,
Well,
if shit goes to fan, you're like, well, I need my job. I got to feed my family and keep a roof over their head. Oh,
Well, it's like the fucking. Oh, actually, I got an interesting story about this too. With
But
taxation.
anyway, just quickly, all it was all these builders took on way more contracts than they could handle. And then
That's what it was.
there's heaps of people that they just slapped an extra 100 or 200 grand on top of their bill. We're like, well, materials are going up. This has gone up, bang, 100 grand, 200 grand on your build. And then, like, a lot of people as well, a lot of the builders were like, oh, well, we can't do yours. And then they lost that 70 grand from the government. They're losing everything.
Oh,
It's a shady deal too. My sister got rolled by a builder.
really?
Yeah, they bought they put a deposit down for a property to build on, and the builder sold the same property to someone else.
What? The?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
What builder was that?
There's heaps of dodgy cunts, man.
Fucking bad vibes, like.
There's heaps of dodgy cunts around. There's fucking. It's ridiculous. Like the amount of times I've dealt with and gone and seen things that they've
You got the
done.
wine?
Some cunt the other day I went to see, and it wasn't to do with anything engineering. I just went to his house to pick up something that I was going to buy, like off Gumtree or something. And I walk in and he's fixing he's fixing the walls, putting fucking new plasterboard and shit up. And he goes, and I go, oh, how you going? And he's like, oh, I just came to pick up the thing. And he's like, no worries. And I go, what's that about? Like, what's happening there? And I go, that's interesting. And he's like, oh yeah, I just knocked that up. Yeah. Like, and he's like, and I go, oh, and he goes, and I said, oh yeah, because, you know, we do houses, we do engineering. So I'm just like wondering who decided to do that? And he goes, oh, I just did it myself. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, oh, you reckon it's good? And I'm like,
No.
yeah, it's fun, great. But anyway, like what you were talking about with fucking everyone, those the COVID payments that I got, because I didn't have any
Yeah.
fucking work like everyone else didn't, but like my business just stopped completely. So I got the COVID payments. Didn't know that you have to take the tax out of them. They're not taxed. So, well, technically they're double taxed. So like they gave me a COVID payment. I was supposed to take tax out of it, right? So that I declare that as tax, like it's an income, but it's a government income from the tax that they tax me.
Yeah.
if that makes sense, right? I pay tax. They use that money to pay me a COVID payment, which is my money, some of it, and then I have to take tax out of that. And I didn't because I was like, oh, I didn't think that's what you had to do. And I bet you heaps of people didn't. And then it was, probably 6 months? Close to 6 months worth of, I can't remember how much it was, but it was a decent chunk of money. And so then I get my tax fucking bill and I'm like, fuck me, what's this about? Like it's tens of thousands of dollars. I'm like, there's something wrong here. Like, so I called them up and they're like, oh yeah, it's the COVID payment thing. You got to pay it. So
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, we ass fucked you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We ruined your business. We said that we were giving you money that was initially your money that you paid in tax anyway.
Yeah.
And then we want you to pay it back to us.
yeah. And then they go,
We'll let you take
And-
$10,000 of your own super.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And we'll
You
take.
guys suck it into that? Did you
yeah.
do it?
I did some of it.
No,
I
I
needed
didn't.
to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I was
Yeah.
kind of wise. It was right at the start, right? And
I
So
wish
they-
I'd have
they
taken
waived-
it all.
They gave me a fee. They gave me a fee as well of $1,000 because for not paying a code thing back on time. So they also put $1,000 fee, and I rang them up and I was like, "You got to be fucking joking me, man! Like already my tax that I have to pay is like quadruple what it normally is, and I'm trying to fucking pay it off because I can't pay fucking 10 grand or whatever in one shot. Like who the fuck has got a spare 10 grand lying around they can just hand out? So I'm like, you got to give me a fucking break. And they go, oh, we'll see what we can do. Call me back and go, okay, we waive the fee.
Wait, Jeff's back, boys. I thought
Give
he.
you extra money, income. What? Oh, God. Are you a fucking socialist as well?
What
Are
do
you,
you
Jeff?
say? Give
Of
you
course you
extra-
fucking are.
Hey, here's the thing about socialism, Jeff. You might not know this because you're retarded, but it's just pre-communism. Socialism is the road to communism. It was never an actual economic.
Is there
plan.
anything good about you, Jeff, so far? You're a fucking vaxist.
Yeah.
You're a fucking socialist. What else?
An NPC.
Do you watch The View by any chance?
Do you have any thought of your own that wasn't programmed from the government or the corporate media, Jeff? Have you ever? What does he say?
check me photo, bro.
Where is it?
I think he sent one to the.
I swear he's not from Australia. Look how he's talking.
I
Yeah.
know. Wonder where he is from.
Vietnam?
Yeah.
No, I would say Philippines. Where
Inside McGowan's asshole.
are you from, Jeff?
I don't think he's Western Australian.
No. He's probably from the Philippines. He's probably from Bill Gates' asshole. Do you love Bill Gates, Jeff? Who's your favourite tyrant?
Who's your favourite?
He doesn't think they're tyrants. He
Who's
thinks they're nice people.
Yeah, who's your favourite daddy? Is it Daddy McGowan, Daddy Gates, Daddy Epstein? Yeah, Daddy Andrews. I reckon he'd be an Epstein man. I reckon he probably likes a bit of Epstein. Eh?
Yeah, well, it's a good person to look up to.
Stroking the furry wall.
Yeah.
You had to be Bill Gates or Epstein, or you'd be dead if you're Epstein. So you can't be him. Bill Gates or the fucking the head of Pfizer. You'd probably be the Pfizer.
Albert.
Oh, that's
Albert.
the fucking best thing he's ever said.
Yeah.
But he probably actually hates Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. He'd be trying to.
Moron.
He'll be trying to bait us into saying so.
The best thing
He,
he said all night though, Jeff.
be more like Trump, Jeff. Like, sense of humor, actually has good burns.
Be more like Epstein and kill yourself.
Yeah, that's a good one. There.
Yeah. I mean, touch kids for a while first, and then kill yourself if you want, whatever. But
No, don't do that. But that's what he's already doing, unfortunately. Dude, how's that photo of fucking what's his name? Not Mitch McConnell. He's a fucking senator from
photo. What is it about?
what's his name? Chuck Schumer, and he's like making out with like a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old girl.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's idiot. Yeah. It's like it's
How
what?
about the Dalai Lama? He's making out with kids as well.
The Dalai Lama told this kid to suck his tongue. And then the Dalai Lama had to apologise
Yeah.
publicly for it. It's like, what the fuck
What is with all these old cunts? Eh?
75% of people.
It's prove me wrong.
oh well, I can't
maybe-
so far. I have to
maybe-
agree with you. I think
Maybe it's more than 75%.
it might be. Yeah. I think is it the Philippines? They were talking about lowering the age to like 13 or 12.
No,
or something?
no, Finland. So
Oh.
Finland is actually the High Court passed a law to allow people from cultures where they marry children, or that they up to I can't remember to be able to marry them to
At
be
what
able
age?
to basically engage. It was from like I think it was 12 or something.
Cultures are doing that today.
The Middle Eastern cultures.
Still doing it.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's what Muhammad did, didn't
Yeah,
he?
fuck yeah, he did.
He's a
They were
pedophile.
9.
No, he married. Didn't he marry his wife when she was 3 and consummated the marriage when she was 9 or
Oh,
something?
yeah, 3. 9's way better than 3.
Yeah.
Like 3, what do you?
At least they're a full woman.
I guess
at
they're more
9.
tight when they're 3 though. When they're 9, they're a bit loose.
What a
And then by the
fu-
time they're 12, they're like grandmas. It's
But
like,
you know-
yeah,
you
fuck
know
off.
how-
Yeah.
You know how we were saying all this shit? Like we're always saying they're trying to add the
Oh,
P.
there's no
P.
sound on you for some reason, man.
Mate,
I thought there was.
Oh, speak.
Why Jeff's like a complete cockhead, but he's also very informative and he's he's helping out.
He
I don't know
might be
whether
a
to
good
hate him or
bloke.
like him, eh?
yeah, we're actually going to throw him on the legends list.
Wait, it's,
I've got no sound, eh? Am I stepping on some shit?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
It's
speak.
showing up.
oh, speak.
No, there's sound. There
It's
must
re-
be.
It's Yeah, it's registering. See, you to speak. Just you.
Yeah, but it was registering before.
No, just you speak.
I'm speaking.
It's still registering.
I'm saying stuff.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know. Fuck knows.
This is what
Whatever.
happens.
It's been a shit show, but we got it going. So at least it's something.
No. This is what happens when you leave the
How
studio.
far do you
It's
live
an
from here?
abortion. No.
About 2 minutes.
You can walk.
Oh, no, 2-minute drive.
2 minutes.
Still got another bottle to drink.
Yeah, I'll go get that.
I was thinking even pop it into the freezer for a few minutes, get that little bit of a chill on it while we finish. Oh, it's in the wine fridge. Oh, you fucking dirty
Is he
sink.
living by himself still in that house? In the new place?
Dre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many bedrooms is it? Like fucking 5. living by
Oh,
yourself?
4-bedroom. It's quite a large house. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Rob's,
How hideous is it?
It's just me now. Maddie,
did you?
Maddie left.
Oh, is Maddie living with you?
Yeah, he was staying while he was working in Perth.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But Maddie's here. Maddie left.
Yeah, right.
Today.
Wednesday.
Where's he gone?
Today.
Maddie.
Oh, it was Wednesday. Fuck, I don't even know what day it is.
Maddie left on Wednesday.
Okay.
So now it's just me. I get to walk around naked and shit. I was
Fair enough.
anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah. What was Rob doing?
Oh, Rob's doing the same. He's getting this place in Chua Hill, not far from me. And it's like 4 or 5 bedroom and a pool and all this shit. I'm like, oh, sweet. Who's living with you? Oh, no, it's just me, man.
Really?
Why? Like, fair enough. But... No, fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens when you fucking run a cup delivery service. You fucking get the mansion.
Apparently so, yeah. But he's had some interesting things happen to him recently.
2 secs.
But
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he wants me to tell him. But
Go on.
he's broken up with his missus and she's turned into a fucking asshole because they're fighting and stuff. So she's just like a vindictive woman, which is the worst. And so she's trying to fuck him over, and take all his shit, and do all that kind of stuff that they do when they're angry.
That is one thing I know. No matter how bad it went with Laura, that like she would just never do that to me. Like, I don't
I
understand.
reckon you can tell those women though.
You can.
Yeah.
You 100% can.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then-
we've all been with one.
Oh fuck yeah. And you
We've
learn
all-
your lesson,
You do.
and you never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one took all my vinyl while I was away.
Oh no.
Or your vinyl.
Yeah, I called her, and I come back. She took all my camping shit, all my vinyl.
What?
Upset about, and she took like a pair of my kicks, but just one of them. And then she just ran like a
Like
What the
I
fuck?
almost have to respect that about
rock.
how funny that is.
Oh fuck! Have you got?
Oh,
you need to
fuck.
charge her. If we lost the stream,
Stop, man. She took all my vinyl and shit,
she took all your vinyl and one shoe.
and all my camping gear.
Jesus. And what? And hold on. Is this the one we're talking about? The recent
She took all your
girl?
This was fucking years ago, man.
Oh, okay.
took all your butt plugs as well.
Back when I was a young pup.
This is the girl that. Oh, so it's not the one that you with your kid with kids.
No, she was sweet, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't have kids with the. Could you? I can't see how the. I don't know if that's affecting
That's a
anything.
fucking good wine, eh?
It is nice.
For all y'all.
This one. This. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up fucking Big D's comment here.
Dalai Lama. So Dalai Lama didn't even realize that. It says Dalai Lama is an old WEF installed lizard. Wears a dress and a Rolex and sucks kids' tongues. Sounds like Jeff's mentor, to be honest. Wears a dress and a Rolex. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because the Dalai Lama has a hobby of pulling shit apart, like watches and that, and likes to rebuild
What?
them to see them at like how
Oh.
I guess that's what he does to boys as well.
Yeah, pulls their
He likes to
asses
see- Yeah, he
apart.
likes to see if he can fix little boys' assholes.
Oh, bro, I saw you've been on that burger for about 40 minutes.
Nah, it's been
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat. I got a
It's
fucking grilled burger. I hate it, mate. But
it's 6,000 o'clock. Oh, there you go. Jeff sent a photo.
do you?
Bet you it's not even him though. That's the
No,
problem.
it's not. Of course, he's a world class fucking troll.
He
isn't he?
reckons this is him.
That's not him.
Is that actually you? Are you actually a 50-year-old bloke or 60?
Please don't be.
Is that actually him?
Nah, it's definitely not. That's probably like an AI fucking head or
That'd
something.
be hilarious. Or is that him? I hope that.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's the problem. Send us a photo of your ID.
Trolls never send.
Send us a photo of your asshole.
Yeah, man up
Don't
and,
say
and
that.
post a photo of your ID, so we know. Man up. You know, go on. Ah.
Yeah.
These are real comfy, these chairs. They just break your back in half. It's
No,
killer. Oh,
They're
there
weird,
it is.
man. They're like, I don't know what they are. Like, it doesn't really look like a chair. It looks more like a futon or something. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what they're. They're
What-
fucking shit. But I bought them for like $60 because they just go good in the music room. And I think
Yeah, that would look hell good in the skip bin too.
they would look good there. Eh? But then what would we be sitting on breaking our backs? Hey, I'm just gonna get a cushion, actually. You fucking dogs, eh?
I went fucking climbing last night with Rax.
Leg
Doing
climb.
leg climbing. Yeah, which is you gotta get the course done, man.
Yeah, can I do it on my own? Do it
No, you
I
can't.
need someone there.
You need someone, yeah. We could get Vinny maybe or someone.
Me and Vinny can probably.
Yeah, Vinny should do it because Vinny's keen.
You gonna be
Man,
bead climbing?
it's fucking heaps harder. Like lead, it's fucking hard. Like just the amount of time you got to sit on the wall, like holding yourself in position to clip the rope in. It just makes everything take way longer and more focus and everything. And like, yeah, it's pretty sort of intricate thing to learn.
Do you like bead climbing?
Cock climbing.
Bead climbing, anal bead climbing. There's a bunch of, so it's like cock climbing, right?
oh, it's
Except
different.
there's a bunch of glory holes with the arseholes on the other side, and there's a bunch of rip start beads hanging out of the holes, and you've got to like guess which guy's the least gay, and his arsehole has the tightest muscles, so they can hold your weight in beads, like so they don't. And if you rip start him, you basically fall to your death.
No, technically, for
Yeah.
that one, you
So-
would want young boys because their assholes would be way tighter than like a flogged out gay dude.
No, that's what I mean. You got straight dudes and you got gay dudes. You got to pick
Oh.
the right one. If you pick the gay dude, you rip start. Depends on your weight too.
It's funny how LA climbing turned into glory hole climbing.
Bead. No, it's
It
called.
does every time I bring it up.
It's called bead climbing. That's, yeah, yeah.
How's that fucking tranny on the Bud Light thing? Like, they did. Apparently, Nike's endorsing him as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And like this girl, this woman was
Endorsing
talking
it,
about it,
it.
and one of the best, the sort of, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I got food all over my mic. It's pretty. I'm doing a Josh. It's pretty, it's pretty obvious. But she's like, this tranny is repping like crop tops and shit. You know, like female crop tops as a tranny with no tits. She's like, how the fuck are we supposed to see if that's going to look good on us when it's a dude wearing it with no tits. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna market fucking, I don't know, fucking men's muscle tees, you get a big muscly looking dude to put the muscle tee on, right? You don't get a fucking tranny to do it. It's fucking weird.
Is that
man.
the tranny that was marketing underwear or something?
No,
Yeah.
the same one that's doing Bud Light is doing Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one in Australia? She's doing underwear as well,
What,
like
is it tranny
lingerie. Yeah, women's lingerie. And
What? So you got to? Oh, if I had a cock, that's what I'd look like. In
but it's like a bloke. It's not like it looks like a bloke in lingerie,
Oh, yeah, right.
not a fucking tranny.
Fuck, this is weird. Like, it's getting weird, man. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, why are big companies doing this? Like, what is the bottom line? Like,
Bro, you throw 10 men and 100 women on a fucking island, right? In 100 years' time, you'll have a thriving community of men, women, and children.
right?
Throw 10 men and 100 trans women on an island in 100 years, it's going to be a deserted island.
That's true.
You know,
You throw 100 women on an island and 10 men.
We should do that.
they throw all the trans.
Whoa, you remember that fucking
Lord
like
of
every
the
time,
fly- the
every
tranny
time,
flies.
every time they talk about the fucking equal rights and shit, they always bring up that Survivor thing, the Bear Grylls Survivor thing. Have you seen that one? Where it was a Bear Grylls run show, and they had two islands. One island was women, and one island was men, and they had to survive. So they had to build shit. They had to fucking hunt for shit, and they reckon that like it was less than a week, and the women were just fucked, and needed like people to come in and bring them food and like help them with shit because they were just
They
gonna,
needed to be taken to the four
They were just gonna
seasons.
die.
They're like, oh, take me to the Four Seasons.
and the men are like
Ah.
built huts and like they've got food for days and. and it's
Wait,
just
and
like,
then
no shit.
Then
cunt.
they go and get the women, and then it's still not good enough. They've got everything they need, but they're like, "Where's the pool?
Yeah.
Where's the fucking bellboy to take my fucking 17 suitcases up to the room for free?"
Yeah. Apparently, the other thing that happened was like the men sort of developed a hierarchy pretty quick, right? You know, like I'm the fucking alpha guy. This is what you do, and everyone else sort of followed and did their shit. But with the women, they just fought each other. Like no one wanted to be subservient to another woman.
Dude, we talked about. Actually, the girl that emailed us, you know, she's like, I fucking not a fan
Oh,
of
yeah.
women. And I was
She's like, Kate's all right, but I'm not a fan of women.
there you go. Women just aren't a fan of each
No,
other.
they're not. There's not. But it's funny because it's the opposite, right? Like when you get two women together and you listen to them talking, oh, you're beautiful and look at your hair, it's lovely, and oh, you look good in those shoes. And then you to me, you're like, look at you, faggot.
Dude, it's
Like,
it's like,
you know what I mean? Yeah, faggot.
It's
Look
that-
at those shoes, you gay
it's
cunt.
that fake shit.
Yeah. And then when he goes, then he leaves. He's like, man, he's a fucking top dude, eh? Like, you know. And then when the girl leaves, she's like, fuck, she's a bitch. I
Dude,
fucking can't
it's
stand
that
her.
fake shit we were talking about. The people that are, you know, overly nice and hey, like this
It's
whole,
always that,
this
hey?
whole girl empowerment move. You know how they're all like, "Oh, you look fine, girl. You look awesome, girl," and inside they're like, "You fucking bitch." And you know how women never dress for men anymore? They just dress to impress other women. Like nothing they do is anything the men like. Like the fucking massive lips that look like a fucking two Coles sausages. No dude likes that. None. Yeah. They yeah. But every girl is like you look at them and yeah, you just like you walk around, you just like, am I looking hot? Am I getting judged? And then when they get together, they're like, oh hey. And then as soon as they leave, they're like, that girl's a fucking bitch. Fucking. Oh, hey, baby, you look so good. Oh, yeah, blah, 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 wank on. And then that girl's a fucking bitch. She looked at me funny. She did this. And you're like,
Yeah.
of course. Here it comes. There it is. Ah, of course.
So someone was saying that that's like an evolutionary type thing that women do, like in the same way that men have their sort of evolutionary traits. Like a woman had to find the best dude that was going to help her survive, right? So he had to be the alpha dude, right? And so to do that, you have to make yourself look like you're the one he should pick. So you shit on all the other fucking women around. So you're basically like, she's a cunt, she smells, whatever the fuck. So the guy goes, oh, I'll choose her because she's the better one, right?
Oh, yeah, because women in the tribes were basically cum dumpsters.
That's
eh?
right,
Like
yeah.
every guy fucked them.
Yeah.
They wanted like all of them to get the. I guess I don't know if it was
Cum
to get the
dumpsters.
was it to get the best male or to get like the best chance at getting pregnant.
Well, it could be
or-
that too, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, 'cause, like, we don't know fuck all. Are you sure yourself wasn't?
No, we don't. Yeah, who
You know
knows?
what I mean?
That's true.
Like, we don't know fucking shit now.
No, we don't know.
No, you're
anything.
right. I mean, you make assumptions based off what you find.
Yeah, they're like,
Talk shit.
yeah. It's interesting based off what we've been told, which is probably
Well, I don't know
wrong.
because you kind of can in some ways because it is something that you can't really explain. Like, why would women do that? Why would men compete? Why is there sport? Like, why is all these things?
Well, it's funny-
because it is inbuilt in you.
Women compete with other women, but then they're choosy with men. Like they almost don't. The best women I've
women
met
have to be
don't
choosy
have a
with men.
massive friend circle.
Yeah, you and I have had this chat before. It's like these certain traits we've had from kids. It's like we're naturally drawn to guns. You know, like, as
Oh, yeah.
kids, like,
Yeah.
I speak for every dude, but like,
Oh, that's
as
true, yeah.
kids, we'll turn
Every kid.
into a fucking gun and play around and shoot. You know, like in schools, like the connector pens. would
Yeah,
turn
you're right.
fucking
You do,
into
yeah.
guns and we just play around. You know.
I can't really explain that one. Like, why? Like,
I don't know.
throwing rocks and shit or balls and all that kind of stuff, that's fair. But, like, guns?
Every
specifically,
kid's
like-
obsessed with
yeah,
guns.
why? Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd full do army.
You
like,
know
play
what?
army and shit.
Guns are fucking awesome,
Well,
and
they are, yeah.
everyone should have one. Yeah, they are. Guns are healthy for freedom and for humanity. They ain't healthy when you're a tyrant trying to control the population.
Terms that need to come back, cum dumpsters. Yeah, that's a good one. Cum dumpster. That's a hell insulting word to call a woman a cum dumpster.
What? Is it insulting to call them by their actual
Oh,
terminology?
Mick says he can't hear Dre. Sorry, Dre, you've not been listened to this whole podcast, unfortunately. I thought you had.
Hey, I'll swap it.
What do you mean? Swap it for what?
Swap into another input.
How many inputs are fucked on? This thing, you need to throw this fucking thing out for sure.
It's not even fun.
The whole time, apparently.
It's Zane's.
Oh, it's Zane's.
It's registering.
Oh, Zane sabotaged it because he knew we were going to use it for the podcast.
I actually invited Zane on.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we should get Zane on. He'd be interesting.
Come on, you will roast me.
Fucking oath we will.
You can roast us.
I don't think Zane has ever not fucking held his own when anyone's tried to roast him. He just goes just as hard.
Yeah, because he's like, it'll be 3 against 1.
Can hear but half volume. Oh, sorry, no, he said he can hear but half volume. Don't change it.
Oh,
What one are you? What one is he? 3.
fuck, I gotta plug it back in now.
Oh, sorry. Oh fuck! It's actually full though already.
I can hear.
Alright, try 4.
Oh, 4. Okay. Well, it's not going to make a difference because it's full.
No, some of them are
Say something, Dre.
Yo.
No,
Yo.
got nothing.
4, yeah, speed. Oh,
No, it's nothing.
No good, no good. Try 5.
So hold on. 7, 8. Go on, say something. Whoa, fucking hell! It's,
Hey, Mick, can you fucking
yeah, he can hear you for sure.
But that it was registering.
Go again, Dre. Say some shit.
I love you, Mick.
Why is it?
In a full homo way.
Yeah, full go.
Dre said as loud as Josh. So Mike obviously doesn't work. Dre, what? Said as loud as Josh right now. Mike doesn't work. I don't know. No, the mic's got to work.
The mic works. I don't know. So you thought. So for this entire pod, I haven't said shit.
No, you can. It's just quiet. How's that?
He said it was just quiet.
I'm actually a mime.
That one's the next one.
Dre is as loud. I don't know. As long as you can hear him, that's all good. This has been a bit of a fucking shit show, so the mic is 100% off. What the fuck, man?
What about now?
Speak.
Correct.
It's registering.
Yeah. Apparently I'm talking.
Yeah, but it's the inputs that are fucked for some reason.
Yeah. Good.
So
Oh.
they jumped on.
Well, you're super loud now.
Good.
Uh,
Try is.
Should I pull the mic away?
no. Just-
Be closer than
Also, bring back the term sausage wallet.
Sausage wallet.
Okay, we can do that. I haven't heard that one. Oh, well, we can do some lists. Let's just do them. Might as well. We're doing the lists.
We are doing the list.
Oh, we better do this just because I've got to do this every episode. So there's Normie as a lesbian before he transitioned. Kill yourself list. Where the fuck is it? Graphics. There we go. Kill yourself list. So Jeff Watson has made it on the kill yourself list. Anyone else we got? That tranny, whoever it is. I don't know the name. The tranny.
Chuck Schumer for making out with like a 3-year-old girl. Oh yeah, and the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, for sure. Who else?
Are you gonna write this down? We got nothing to write it down on.
Nah, I usually just go back over the episode and then add 'em as I go. The chief health officer, the guy that said he doesn't want to let anyone know his vaccine status.
Oh, who's the guy that didn't want to share his medical record?
Yeah, that guy is the chief. I don't really understand like there's state ones and then there's a federal one. I think there seems to be heaps of chief health officers. I don't know why.
And then there's the overseer, Klaus Schwab.
Yeah.
Tedros the terrorist. You know that Tedros was wanted on terror on.
Have we thrown pink on the kill yourself?
Yeah, she.
Yeah, she actually is she even on?
Oh, it might have been the last episode.
Nah, she wasn't. Yeah, because I remember we were going to put her on.
Did we?
Right? Yeah.
Good. Oh, it's because we're cookers, though.
Yeah. Legend.
Yeah.
Legends list.
Get on the meth.
Hold on.
Jim's mowing for the Legends.
Oh
list.
yeah, Jim's mine for the Legends list. Yeah, for sure.
And also put the Hutt River Province guy on there because he's the OG. King Philip or can't remember his name.
You have to deem yourself as a king.
Yeah, you have to.
When you make claims to the land and make your own country, like Jimsville,
Yeah, I don't know. What would you do?
you must have to because they've both done it. So it must be some sort of law or something under the Commonwealth where you have to deem yourself as king of the land.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you
'cause
have to.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we
What else we got?
the style bender for the Legends list?
Who's that?
UFC fighter.
Style bender. So
Style
yeah,
bender.
Monster, yeah, I think over the Monster Energy drink. You know how the Monster Energy, the M actually is like a 6. It's 3 6s in some other language, and he went over and did like the cross over it, like
Oh,
and up against it. Did you see that?
nah. All right, fair enough.
Whack him on there.
Yep.
Style bender.
Style bender.
Terms that need to
And
go.
Put Bender from Futurama on there too.
All right. Terms that
I
need to
love
go. Have we
Bender.
got any? I don't have any this week. Can't think of any.
Well, that cooker, they've stolen cooker.
Oh yeah, that's true. Cooker does need to go.
Cooker was never really good anyway.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
But it was never Cooker. It was cooked cunt.
Cooked. Yeah.
You know, like that's how retarded these losers are.
It is
But
very
that's why
weird.
they're all in their fucking 50s and shit. They don't get terminology. They're real out of touch.
It is very
Right.
weird that they used Cooker for this. Like, I guess I can kind of understand it if they think someone's like a full conspiracy theorist. I get that. But when they're talking about the vaccine and they call people Cooker, it's so weird. It doesn't make any sense.
Because they're just getting injected
Like,
with
come up with
fucking
something better,
exper-
yeah. Come up with something better, man. Come on, just
Yeah.
at least give it like some kind of.
No, don't encourage them. Look, don't come up with this. Keep calling everyone cookers and keep doing more fucking Pfizer.
No, but
Keep
like
getting
I
it.
enjoy
Get
it
more
when
Pfizer.
the insults are actually good.
Yeah.
Like when they're crap, I just want to roast them because I'm just like, yeah, come up with something
Wait,
better.
dude, Jeff sums it up perfectly. If that is him, he sends us a photo and he's like a 60-year-old fucking incel. And he's like,
Alright.
calling people cookers. You can't really expect him to have any good banter.
No, that's true.
They're out of touch. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't see him even having good banter back when his brain worked properly, before he got the 17,000 Pfizer and Moderna jabs. and it switched off his frontal cortex.
Yeah.
Now he's just a fucking.
He's
Give
more-
me next instruction. He
he's-
just sits in front of the TV and puts Channel 9 on, awaits the news, and he's like, next instructions imminent,
Yeah.
next instruction imminent, and then they program, and he's like, cookers, must
Yeah.
call people, cookers.
Oh, wait, what's the bet that like that somehow some government official was the one that spread the cooker thing as well? Because think about
100%.
like
You can-
Guru, all those guys that abuse Guru.
Yeah.
They're probably
You can.
yeah.
It's like when, I remember this time this fucking clear Fed was standing in the back of a nightclub and he comes up to me. I was walking past. He's like, "Excuse me, do you know where I can get any of those ecstasy tablets?" And I was like, at least learn the lingo,
Yeah,
At
I remember.
least.
I remember I was up in.
That's what Jeff is.
I was in Kalamunda at this fucking party, and it was like getting out of hand. And these two dudes rocked up, like perfect fucking hair, like flat top haircuts, with fucking
like
Hawaiian
Captain
shirts.
Planet?
Literally had Hawaiian shirts on, and we all looked at them like, "You gotta be fucking joking, man!" Like, come on, cunts! Like, put a bit more effort in. They're like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "No one's gonna talk to you. You might as well just leave. You fucked it."
Cops that walk up and down the beach, they might as well be wearing police uniform, trying to
Yeah.
catch people with drinking on the beach. Sorry, you can't be Australian, guys.
Oh no, it's unreal. Like,
You're not allowed to drink on the beach in Australia.
I love the undercover
Yeah, it's
cops
gay.
that all wear tactical boots and that. You're just like, they all have the same tactical boots, cargo pants.
Everyone's wearing bathers except the undercover cops.
Yeah.
They've got their batons on them and shit.
Oh no, they're like, we're
Yeah.
so undercover. we-
Yeah, they just got the Glock still on the side there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, just let me take my Glock off. All right, let's
I
go.
got my sidearm. No one should notice in this tyrannical country that doesn't let. Wait, Jeff, what do you think about firearms? I bet you he hates them, mate.
Yeah.
He hates them. He doesn't like firearms.
But if he did have one, he could kill himself. So,
If you don't like firearms, you're gay. You're gay.
all right, the voice.
You're a beta
The
cunt.
voice is a good term that needs to go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll chuck that
It
on
does
terms
need to
of the go.
fuck off and die.
Oh, that's also a good term that need to go. Far right conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Very good. That's fucking great.
Wait, is far right conspiracy theorist not the biggest programming of all time?
Yeah, that's
so-
another one. Jeff would definitely be
Far
keen on.
right, okay, that's it. When you see it, you're like, oh, that's come straight from the corporate media.
Also for your safety.
Like, what do they like? My
Oh
mum.
yes, for your safety.
Oh yes,
I
that's very good.
fucking-
My old lady keeps saying far right, and I go, can you please explain to me? Yeah, can you explain to me? Like, can one of these people explain to me what they actually think far right is? Like, what's their level of far right? Is
I'll
it
say-
like killing black people? Is that it, or is it just like saying
No, it's having your own thought and critical thinking. That's
pretty much?
far right.
Like, what is their descriptor of far right? If you say describe far right, what is it? Like, because they called because they called Jordan Peterson far right.
Yeah.
So what
It-
what makes Jordan Peterson far right? Because he talks about politically charged subjects and trying to
Oh,
help
no,
people.
What
Like,
it is,
I don't
bro,
get it.
lefties do, like I said before, they do not want to be told to take responsibility for their own life.
There is
They-
people who can think for themselves and there's people who can't.
Yeah, and the NPC phenomenon, like you'll find most of them on the left, most of them, or will
So do people
identify
just
as
say
liberal
far-
or a modern day liberal. Yeah,
So people just say
NPC.
far right. People just say far right because they've heard other people say far
It's
right.
programming.
Yeah, it's
It's
literally
100
that's it, right?
Same with Cooker. Cooker is kind of a programming thing as well. Like it's all the same people saying it. They're all just
Yeah. Terms that need to come back. We had a few. What was it? Shit. Now I can't remember.
what was it?
Oh, come dumpster.
Yeah.
Come dumpster has to
Cum
come back.
dumpster's coming back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Boy,
Whatever.
don't you reckon?
And, extinction.
I feel honoured when someone calls me a conspiracy theorist because they've done several things by doing it. They've discreetly let me know that they're an idiot and an NPC and fail to actually think for themselves.
Yeah,
B, they let you know that you're on the right path.
that's true.
They're like, you're a conspiracy theorist. You're like, oh, okay, so you recognize that I think for myself and actually try and try and look for the truth. Don't.
NPCs for the extinction list.
Yeah.
They're basically
Yeah.
doing it themselves anyway.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
another jab.
Pretty sure he just said before as well he doesn't take drugs, but he just, takes
Well, he actually does, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Wait,
take
Jeff
drugs.
takes a drug and it doesn't do anything for him.
mental drugs, but he doesn't think it's a drug.
At least if you take coke or something that fucking gets you high, take
Wait,
a fucking vaccine
at
that
least-
doesn't get you myocarditis.
At least Coke A isn't gene therapy and gene editing technology. B, at least Coke has been tried for fucking hundreds of years. Tried and true.
Yeah.
And also,
Didn't come from the government.
yeah. And you do.
Yeah,
you
that's true.
You generally do Coke with
did
these
you
things
see,
called friends.
There's this video I saw on TikTok, as is in Victoria, I think. Someone somewhere in like rural Victoria had a tobacco, like it was a crop, fucking big, like huge crop, and these cops came in on bikes, on motorbikes, with a search warrant to fucking arrest him, and then they got the machines and cut the whole crop down. It was a fucking massive. It was like literally a fucking farm
Of tobacco.
of tobacco, illegal
Explain
tobacco. Right?
to me why growing tobacco is illegal in a sense of what any other reason besides that the government's losing money. Is there another? Because they can't even use drugs are bad for society. Because if
No.
they want to say that it's because tobacco's yeah. If they
I've
want
heard
to
that
say
one.
tobacco is unhealthy, it's like, well, McDonald's, KFC, fucking.
Well, I mean, clearly
Reddy's.
it's just because you can tax the fucking balls off it.
That's all.
But
it is.
like, yeah, it's a plant. Like, I'm okay. Opium's a plant, and so is fucking weed and whatever. But it's amazing to me, like how hypocritical it is that they're going and destroying this massive field of tobacco, which you could probably even use if you really wanted to. If they wanted to, really, they should give it to a tobacco company. or
probably do
something. They probably do.
They
yeah.
probably harvested it.
Yeah.
Here's how ridiculous the taxes are here, right?
Yeah.
The same Stogie cigar
Yeah.
that we buy here for $100, we were buying in America for $8 fucking.
Oh.
Eight.
No shit. $100 to $8.
And that's all tax.
Fuck.
There's no other reason but tax.
That's crazy, eh?
Wait, what did
Next level.
Big D say there?
Oh, here
It's almost $2,000 of
says Jeff has his own franchises like gym. Jeff's vaccines, Jeff's incels, Jeff's far left podcast, Jeff's trolling services. Well, he's definitely got Jeff's trolling services, that's for sure. Jeff's Islands. Yeah.
Jeffrey's Islands.
Man, how good would that be to make a company just called Jeffrey's Islands? You get Bill Gates just rocks up. Oh, I heard you had some islands.
I would say it's already patented by Jeff. Jeffrey has them.
Jeff's Islands. Oh, you could do it in
Fucking-
Thailand. We could just make like a young boy island tour, and you just go to different islands, and there's different
You
nationalities.
open up your mailbox the first day, and it's like Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, but they're all like, Biden, Hunter Biden, the Bidens, the whole family. Oh.
Oh, some fucked up shit happened. I don't know if I told you, but this chick that I was seeing when I was in Thailand, she basically got date raped. in
Oh, you
Pattaya.
told us, yeah.
It's fucking brutal, man. And I'm like, fuck. Like, oh, so this chick.
You date rape someone.
No, I didn't date rape her. I was seeing her, and I was actually going to go back and see her. But she goes, "Oh, I'm going down to." They all go to Pattaya to party because it's like us going down south. Well, it literally
Like times 100.
times a million, yeah. But like what I'm saying is, it's like their getaway place, which is south as well. So she went with her friend. Her friend picked up some dude, so she's by herself. Some fucking creepy fuck came up to her trying to buy a drink. She's like, "Nah, not interested." And he goes, "Oh, I'll just have one." Fucking spiked her drink with Rohypnol. She goes, "I couldn't even fucking move. Like I could barely walk." And she goes, "And I don't get drunk. Like it takes a lot for me to get pissed."
Jeff, was this you?
Were you in Pattaya,
This has
Jeff?
Jeff written all over it, eh?
And so then he fucking like
Gave her
carried
a
her,
shot of fire.
carried her to the fucking taxi, and then she's like, I just want to go home. He just took her to his place. He's like, oh yeah, you're going home. She didn't know because she's fucked. And then she reckons she woke up in his bed naked. And I'm like, man, this cunt is fucked. We got to fucking like tell the police and shit. She's like, they won't do anything. Because it's
Wait,
Pattaya, man.
Dude,
you
let's
know?
send Jeff's mugshot to her and be like, was this the guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he does. Because I think he's a bit of like, what are those guys? 'Cause submissive? He's a submissive. Because what he likes is people like shitting on him, like literally. Like he gets people
Yeah.
to piss on him and stuff.
Wait,
He
Jeff,
also-
do you want to come on the podcast
Yeah, you should.
when we're back in the studio?
Yeah, so that was pretty fucked up. And so, like, I was trying to convince her to go to the police, but she wouldn't do it. She's like, there's no fucking point. They're not going to do anything. Because that shit must happen every fucking weekend, every night in that place.
Well, it happens all over the globe. It happens a lot.
Oh, that's true.
I know people that, well, that exact thing's happened to them.
They've been drugged.
Yeah, but it's ended badly as well.
Like, bad, getting raped
Yeah,
badly.
I've met a few people throughout my life, and it's just more than, you know.
What
Well,
kind
I
of
got a
piece of
story
shit
for you about
fucking
this,
drugs
right?
a bit chick, hey? What
Dude,
kind of
I got a
fucking
story
loser-
about this, and it's so harsh that like I won't say who it is because it's the ultimate.
He goes, yeah, I had some rib, though.
It's
and I
the
was like,
ultimate
yeah.
awkward moment that you just die for having to you. So the actual what happened to her is not funny. Like, so this woman got date raped and had a kid to the and it was horrible anyway.
Yeah, because this chick
This
got
bloke
pregnant.
sitting
well.
around with the family. Yeah, years later at dinner, right? And he tells the he's like, oh, what is it like? What's black and blue? And okay, it's like one of those
Oh, he
savages,
told
like
a joke,
rape
a rape
victim.
joke.
He said it at dinner, and he never knew. He never knew about it, and he was like laughing, and everyone, the whole family was like, "Mum, Dad, it just like apparently."
I thought,
Like, and he's like pissing himself, like, and then just like, well, better be hitting the old dusty trail.
well, whatever.
Oh, the joke, what's black and blue and hates sex? A rape victim. It's like that. Something like that.
The guy that gave her the date rape drug, they had a kid together.
No, it was a random, but she ended up having the kid or whatever.
Oh,
So it was a horrible story, but then it was just him doing. I was like, man, there's nothing more awkward. That he obviously had no idea about this, you know, like.
yeah. I remember because my next door neighbour that I grew up with, they're both Aboriginal. One was like quite, he looked a lot more Aboriginal. The other one was like a white boy, but he looked kind of Aboriginal. It was weird. And we'd always say, like, you know, when we get in trouble or get bashed by like Aboriginals or something, everyone would be like, fucking boongs. No, not you, like them. And we'd have to like say it because he was like a mate. Yeah, we go, no, you're cool, man. Damn, they're fucked.
When you get angry, he's trying to use any abusive word possible.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, we're going to do a Patreon anyway.
Yeah, we probably should. Hopefully you can hear you. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe
Can you guys still hear me or what?
look, I reckon in the recording it'll probably come through. I don't know, but I guess we'll see when we bounce it. So-
Anyway, it's a shit show. Last week, that's
Yeah.
2 in a row. Last week was a shit show, but I did listen back to the
That's true.
audio and it wasn't that bad.
no, audio was
Because
good.
these mics actually, well, they're meant to be directional. They don't pick up too much room noise.
You
so-
could hear the people talking in the background,
But I think it was bad for us because I think the majority was coming through your earphones. But
Oh.
when it sounded to us like it was coming through, but
Yeah.
I think the majority was just room noise.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want to try and get a central city place. I think we'll try and get a studio somewhere in the city, especially because if we get guests and they're East Coast or something and they're not here for long, they don't want to travel all the way out to fucking
To the Maryland mansion.
to the mansion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get there.
We still need to do the podcast from the Aston Martin as a
Oh,
reply
yeah,
to that
that's
chick.
true.
All right, read Big D's things, and then we'll go to the next.
So it says, so that rape victim had the kid. If she had a miscarriage, would have been a hero. Yeah, the girl that I knew that got raped, he fucking knocked her up, so she had to have an abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking ruined her, eh?
Yeah, of course it would, but
And the other thing is, she was like she wasn't like a fucking potato like whore type chick. She was like she only like banged like 1 or 2 dudes.
yeah, she'd only bang like 300 or 400 a night.
Yeah,
she wouldn't
that's
go to
fuck
the
all.
1,000, and she
Have
didn't
you
get
seen all
paid
those-
for it.
Have you seen all those videos on where the girls are talking about how body count doesn't matter? Normie would agree, but they just get shut down every time because they go body count doesn't matter. So they go, oh, how many guys you slept with? And they're like, they don't want to say. Like, well, if it doesn't matter, then fucking tell us. Well, who gives a shit, you know?
Yeah.
So they're just full of shit like straight away because they won't even say how many.
Yeah.
Like a dude will say, and he'll push it up, right? Oh yeah, I've 200, man, you know, and he's only fucked, like,
600 billion,
Yeah.
and then they message everyone in their contacts.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I hit 100.
Yeah.
Who was that cunt?
I don't know who it was, but I was just there with when the secretary got the message, and I was just,
What a
I was just
fucking
laughing.
plebo.
Can I read it? I was like, yeah, and I was just laughing. It was good.
All right,
Good
cheers for
times.
tuning in. Sorry about the train wreck, but
Yeah,
you know.
Oh,
how
look,
it
it's
is.
better than nothing. We probably were going to
Thanks
do
for
nothing.
tuning in,
so-
Jeff. You've been fun.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. You've been good.
Cheers, Big
comedic
Dave,
value.
for staying up.
Yeah, we're gonna head on over to Patreon. By the way, on Patreon, if anyone listening has any ideas about somewhere we can upload that won't ban us, would be good because
I feel like
fucking everything is just a pain in the ass to do.
I
Even
feel
that,
like James Go is a bit of a tech nerd, isn't he?
Is he?
He seems like it.
well, that Project Matilda or whatever, you can't. You have to use a stream key. You can't just upload straight up, which is a pain in the fucking ass. So like, I don't know where to go live because YouTube just bans you. Even if you're unlisted, it still flags it. It's like it's unlisted. It's private.
Yeah.
Oh fuck
It's
yeah, it
horrible.
should. It
It is
definitely
horrible.
should. Yeah. So anyway, so if anyone has any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, the Patreon will be uploaded tonight. So yeah. Righto.
See you on the Patreon.
Catch up.
Thank you. Bye.